Okay. All right, we are live. We got Trish back, you guys. Yay!
Hi, it's good to be back.
Let me see, make sure everybody can hear you, so I got it turned up. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh my God, Trish, we got a lot to talk about.
So much going on.
Oh my goodness. On both shows, actually. I mean, yeah, we had some ups and downs on The Young and the Restless, but Bold, oh, there's
Yeah,
Keish.
that was something. Keish! Yay, Keish, hi!
Hi. Hi, Letitia.
Listen, you know we gotta talk about your girl today.
Oh, I know.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Trish is back with her evil laugh.
I've missed y'all so much.
I know, we miss you too.
Miss you too.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome you guys to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where Keisha, Trish, and I will be recapping both The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful for the week of July 31st through August 4th. And yeah. Alright. I'm going to read the summaries. Look at that. J Money is already in there.
Hey, J Money.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Melinda. Hey, TA. Alright. So let me go ahead and do this summary and we're going to break it down. Oh, first of all, let me kind of, because I know people are probably strolling in from the other side too. So what we normally do, we recap the entire week of The Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is the week for the 31st of July through August 4th. We talk about The Young and the Restless first. Then we do The Bold and the Beautiful in the second half of the show. And then we have our Flip the Script segment. If there's a particular scene or storyline that you wish you could change, that's where we flip the script. And who's taken several seats this week. So somebody that just really got on your nerve and you need them to go take a seat somewhere. So that's what that's about. Hello, hello, hello in the chat. Alright, so let me go ahead and do this summary for The Young and the Restless. Okay, so hold on. Spoiler. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. Alright, so Young and the Restless. Okay, here we go. So, first of all, Nick angered that Adam went behind his back and Phyllis accept Adam's job offer but needs a favor first. Adam guesses that the EMT was bought when Phyllis asked for dirt on Tucker, and Abby wants nothing to do with Ashley's wedding. Summer learns Kyle is on a trip with Audra. Chance asks Sharon on a picnic, and Ashley has a proposal for Billy. With Adam's evidence, Phyllis blackmails Tucker for covering up statutory RAP3. Nikki threatens Nate, and Christine make Phyllis an offer. And let's see. Tucker keeps Phyllis's blackmail from Ashley, and Adam offers him a deal, while Daniel is angry that Phyllis won't protect Summer. Alright, so where you guys want to start?
Can we start with Nikki and Nate?
Oh my God. Yeah, go ahead since you put it on the table.
I was cracking up only because Nate thinks he's so smooth and like clearly trying to smooth talk Nikki with the way that he was complimenting her. Mm-hmm. And I'm so glad Nikki saw right through it. And the funniest part about that was Elena sitting there listening to the whole thing and basically just tore him a new one when he walked over to her to speak to her.
No joke. Someone online said, "Oh, Elena boring." I was like, "Are you kidding me? She just lit him up."
Jordan.
Yes, she did. I mean, she, because he came over there saying, "Hey, Elena, how are you? How's things at the hospital?" And she was like, "Don't play with me."
Right.
Look, he's blessing her with his presence or something.
Right.
Exactly.
That was
So
her freaking hilarious. Go ahead, Keish.
the thing I don't understand though about this whole deal with Nate working at Newman is clearly nobody wants him there but Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I don't understand why Victor just doesn't get rid of him.
Because whatever
Like, what's the
Victoria
point?
wants, Victoria gets.
But you see how he pulled rank on all of his children last
Mm-hmm.
week with basically rearranging the companies and who can do what and all that kind of stuff. So I don't understand why Nate and Audra are two people that no one trusts but Victoria weren't part of
Exactly.
that deal of just pulling them out of the company. It just didn't make any sense to me.
Well, I agree, and I also think too, to have two non-family members, because that family is such a big value proposition for them, or at least to Victor. It's just hard for me to accept the fact that he would just roll over and allow this to happen. And maybe he already suspects that it's going to end quickly. I mean, I don't know. He's just letting her have her way. I have no idea, but I just laugh at it because the pandering conversations that they have and the little backdoor planning that they're doing, Audra and Nate together, it's so, I don't know, it's just funny to me. I just laugh every time I see them together. And I got to tell you, man, when Elena shoved him off like that and said, "Don't come near me again," I was like, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was. And I just want to understand, like, Nate, they've already told you that this is basically as far as you're getting. You're never going to be in charge of the Newman Corporation. So what's keeping you there?
Yeah.
Other than getting the experience, okay, I can understand that you're getting the experience, and maybe you can move on to another company. But to me, it still sounds like him and Audra are planning this huge takeover at some point, and it's like, why do you guys think you're gonna outsmart Victor and Victoria?
Right.
Yeah,
It's just stupid.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Trish. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's a silly storyline. I mean, how many times are we going to have somebody think that they're going to lead Newman Enterprises? If you don't have the DNA from him, you're not going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Nate was put on notice by Victor, what was it, last week? And then Nikki put him on notice this week. It's like, dude, do you think you just going to just disregard that and think that it has no meaning to it? They're telling you. Nobody but a Newman is going to run and be at the top.
Right. And then the way that he backtracked after Nikki asked him, like, are you in love with my daughter? And he was like, no, I don't even know if we'll even get to that point. And then she was like, so if you don't think that it's ever going to be you guys being in love or a serious relationship, then, how do you think you're still going to run the company side by side with Victoria? Like, what happens when you guys break up? Like, where are you going from here if you're saying that you don't think that you guys are headed in that direction? And then it was like he backtracked and was like, well, not in the immediate future, we're not in love. We're just happy with where we are now, but it's not to say that it won't happen later. It's like, get the story straight.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Trish.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You listen. You trying to play catch up? Go ahead and talk your heart out.
No, I mean, sorry. I look at Nate today and I just say, who are you? Like, who is this person? Who is this character? Where did Nate go? And I like the sexy part of this Nate, but I don't like this ridiculous pandering bloviator. He's a bloviator now. I mean, he just opens his mouth and all of this stuff just blah, blah, blah. It's like, you don't even know what you're saying. Do you hear yourself? Do you hear how ridiculous you sound? I mean, your head is so far up, it's just gone, and we can't even see you anymore, dude. Come out. Come out.
Yeah, like TA said that Nate is delusional. He thinks that he's going to run Newman and Nikki put him in check for sure. I mean, he's in the Lulu Island to think that, he's just going to And like you said, Trish, it's like this Nate is pretty much, the old Nate is non-existent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't help anybody but himself.
Nobody but himself.
So evidently that being the surgeon, that for him really was the God complex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he is absolutely not compassionate and is certainly not listening. He's only going after what he wants, and it's very self-serving.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, Nate looks really bad right now, and then Elena handed him his face, so.
He sure did. She sure did. That was so good. I mean, that was a mic drop moment, if ever there was one.
Yeah. Right, because didn't she say something like, if you ever come near me again, I'll make sure Nikki or Victor or whoever knows how I don't know, distrustful you are or something like that. And then she was like, that's not a threat, it's a warning, or it's a threat, not a warning. I forget how she worded it. A promise, yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a great line. She played that up too, man. I like how Elena's coming out of all of this. I don't think she's boring at all.
Yeah, I like this side of her too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if they're going to put her with somebody.
I hope so.
Me too.
Yeah, the question is who? You know, somebody said Adam, but I don't know. I think that was J Money that was asking, should Adam be with them and be with her?
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing them try it out just to see how it works out.
Yeah, because have we seen them in the room together other than at the wedding?
Mm-mm.
No, not really.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nope. So, okay, let's switch gears a little bit, unless you guys got something else on the Nate situation.
I don't have anything else.
Okay. What do you think about them trying to put all these puzzle pieces together with, you got Mariah now over there on this Newman umbrella. You got Phyllis being offered a job. Like I say, you got Mariah over there, Adam, Sharon, Nicholas. What do you think about all that? I just see a train wreck waiting to happen.
Well, you know what cracks me up is that Adam offered Phyllis the job and didn't talk to anybody, and then of course they scolded him. Mm-hmm. But that's exactly what Sharon did with Mariah.
Yep, you are right.
Mm-hmm.
Now Nick hasn't done that with anybody, but that's only because Sally is probably going to take the job that Victor's offering her. So Nick didn't have to.
Oh yeah, we forgot Sally is in there too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The only difference.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry. The only difference I'd say between Adam's offer and what Sharon did is he has no clue what's going to happen, what the outcome is going to be with what's her name?
Phyllis.
With Phyllis, because she still got to go to trial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the only reason why I think it was a dumb move on his part. I can see maybe thinking in the back of your head, okay, Phyllis comes out of this, then I want to offer her a job, but he didn't offer her a job and everything. And it's like, she might only be there for a couple months before we know that she's not going to get convicted, but they don't know that on the show.
Yeah.
So you're offering somebody that's about to go up for a murder trial and whatever else that they're going to charge her with a job, not knowing what the outcome is going to be. So that didn't really make sense to me.
Oh, Jenna said, what is with Sharon? When did this broad be made queen for a day?
Honestly, I gotta say, I was a little surprised she came at Phyllis like that, because she was the one who said, when I had cancer, Phyllis was there for me and she stepped up for me. And so I kind of thought there was some semblance of a truce or something, but she was coming at her.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised. I figured Sharon would pull something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've always been at odds, They did take a break from... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Mariah's the same way. She does the same thing where she gets up in somebody's face being judgy.
Mm-hmm.
You got to...
Sometimes when she does that, I want people to just remind her how she came to town.
Absolutely. I'm waiting for that day.
Me too.
Jay Money says Sharon has been getting such a nasty little attitude lately. I'm not going to feel sorry for her at all when Chance cheats on her and blows Summer back out. You know what? I don't even know why they even went there with Chance and Sharon. If you're going to automatically just move him over to Summer.
Maybe to create some drama there.
I guess. But did it seem like to you guys today when Adam was talking to Sharon that he was trying to push Nick onto her?
Yes.
Oh, he absolutely was. Absolutely was. And we have seen no semblance of Nick and Sharon being flirty or even thinking about getting back together with each other. So that came out of nowhere, and he was doing it for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he wanted to get back with Sally.
Right.
He does.
Yeah.
It's like, child, you don't move on with your life.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Exactly. I just think that with the whole thing with this company that they're trying to throw all these people together, it's just like, are y'all trying to figure out what to do with them and give them a storyline? Just say, hey, let's put them all at the same company. Right? I don't know.
I mean, just listen to us. We'll give you ideas.
Right. I mean, but to have, we ran down that list. We got Adam, Sharon, Nick, Mariah, Sally, Victor, Victoria, Audra, Nate, now Kyle. Because Kyle's the COO over at Newman Media. It's like, man, whole half of the town is over at Newman.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Kyle is going to last very long over at Newman.
Why not?
I think so. I don't think Audra is going to last long, and I think when Audra gets fired, Kyle is going to get fired too. He's going to regret everything out there.
What do you think is going to be on the table for them to fire her?
I don't know, but I feel like that's what's going to end up happening.
Okay.
Because Audra has been way too comfortable in that position, thinking that she's running stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like whatever happens with Nate is just going to be a domino effect. Because I don't feel like Nate is going to be there that much longer either. Because it's just too much. They've made it too much of a front page issue with him being at Newman. How basically nobody wants him there but Victoria, and they keep bringing up what's the end game for you? Like, what is your goal? Like, why do you want to be here so bad? They keep talking about it. So, whenever his little plans fall through, Audra's going to go right down the tubes with him. And I think when Audra gets fired or whatever's going to happen, I think Kyle is going to be not that far behind.
Yeah.
Unless, for whatever reason, because I think Victor has always somewhat liked Kyle, because I know they had a close relationship at one point. Mm-hmm. Unless Victor takes pity on him and puts him in charge of Newman Media.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can do that after what he's done to Summer now, because of the whole...
that would be the thing that hurts him, is his relationship with Summer, how that ended.
Well, we also have on the table the drama between Adam finding that dirt on Audra and Tucker about the statutory RAP3. So, that right there, because there's some blackmail that's going to happen next week, in the week of August 7th, that Adam is going to use, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how that all play out. Because, and I'll just say a spoiler alert, how Adam wants to do this, he's trying to get Audra to convince Nate and Victoria to merge Newman Media with the Dustis as the leverage of that whole story about her covering up that stuff at, when she was working with Tucker. Mm-hmm. So the question is, go ahead. What'd you say, Trish?
I said, that's interesting, because I hadn't thought about him using it to blackmail her. I thought about him using it to just outright get rid of her.
That's what I was thinking until I saw the spoilers this morning, and I'm like, Wow. So he's going to use that in order to get his hands on Newman Media.
Okay.
So maybe that'll be the thing that gets Audra fired.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and Victoria is back too, and she's going to be questioning her relationship with Nate next week. So, I mean, probably Nikki going to give her an earful of that conversation she had with Nate this past week. And so now, maybe she need to look at this like, this dude, I'm falling in love with this dude, and he just told my mama, I don't like her like that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
and then turn
Victoria,
around, and then turn around and clean it up and say, well, not right now, it's not like that, maybe later. What you say, Trish?
I said, boy, Victoria sure can pick them.
I know, right? It's always the
every time.
Yeah, it's the same thing with her every freaking time. But let's go back to the blackmail. So when now a lot of people this week with Adam and Phyllis, they've been trying to ship them, and one of the biggest shippers is in my chat room, which is J Money. He's been thinking that there's some chemistry between Phyllis and Adam. I don't.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. Who said? Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking the same thing this week. Wondering.
I even thought it. I'm sorry.
I know. I was just saying. I was thinking the same thing this week, wondering if that's what they were trying to do.
I remember the last time that they were having a lot of close conversation and communication a couple of years ago now. But I thought even then I was like, oh man, are they going to put them together? That'd be interesting to see how that works out. I mean, that would be like total chaos.
Oh yeah.
I want him with Audra. If they're not going to put him back with Sally, I just think there would be some fire scenes that would come out of that with Audra and Adam.
Mm-hmm.
But right now they're so far apart because of the fact that she's all wrapped up in the Kyle, and he's trying to get Sally back. Which at this point it's like, dude, just let her go.
Right.
I'm over it. Yeah. She's calling Nick, wanting him to come back home and all this kind of stuff. They had a little cute moment in the park when they were trying to bond over the loss of the baby, but that was it. I was over it.
Yeah, same.
But I gotta say, when Phyllis brought that leverage to Tucker, it was hilarious. Oh my god,
that was fabulous.
What'd you say, Trish?
It was fabulous. I love Phyllis.
Listen,
that must be the most fun part to play.
I know, right? And the thing is that she got real low. She kind of crouched over that table, looked at Tucker, and she was like, I got some information. You need to give Tucker over to us so we can put him in our own safe space so we can watch him. He was like, no. And then she dropped that bombshell on him. He tried to play it off, but you can tell he was rattled.
That man swallowed a porcupine that got scared.
Exactly. That was the best thing ever. Go ahead, Keish.
So my question is, they originally did this whole thing where they found the EMT for Phyllis because they wanted Phyllis to be the one to still kind of move forward with the plan to destroy Diane. Mm-hmm. So when Ashley told Tucker, unless she wasn't being genuine, when she told Tucker, you know what, I'm done with trying to plot against Diane, we're just going to let her fall flat on her face, and Tucker was like, oh, good. I don't understand why still move forward with the blackmail on Phyllis. Like, what are you gaining from that at this point, other than having Phyllis owe you something in the future? But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Is it something?
Well, the thing is, I think I understand where you're coming from. You're saying what is to gain on Tucker's side, Because, I mean,
Right.
Phyllis got a lot to gain by having that guy. You know what I'm saying? But on Tuck, it's like, yeah, what do you have to gain from that if you're going to walk away from that anyway? So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. It doesn't make any sense unless there's something that we don't know about that he's planning that has not yet been divulged. I mean, because he's always thinking, but
right.
Yeah, which I don't know what that would be. So at this point, it's like before you do anything else to ruin the foundation that you built with Devon and Abby, you may as well just let it go. I mean, Ashley doesn't want to do it anymore, and that was the main reason why he did that, was for Ashley.
Right.
Yep. Now, what do you think about? Do you think Diane? And I'm gonna ask Trish this question. Trish, do you think Diane is pulling these strings by putting Billy in the middle of this whole situation?
I think Diane manipulates everything that she comes in contact with.
Yeah, because pretty much Jack is like listening to her direct this whole process of, Billy being a Trojan horse, even though Ashley turned around and sent them back saying, "I want you to be my Trojan horse too."
Exactly. Wow.
Billy's in a lose-lose situation, though. I mean, at least with Ashley, because they're gonna be like, you mean tell me you were coming up against me? You lied to my face. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Well, it depends on what he wants out of it, because he could be in a lose-lose situation, or he could be in a win-win situation. The man's a gambler. And he's run that company before, albeit almost into the ground. He's had that seat by himself before, and he may just be sick of all of it. So he could be playing both sides in the middle.
That's true, too. He could be playing two in the middle. What do you think, Keish?
I don't think he is. Billy would have been better off just staying out of it altogether and telling Jack and Diane, I don't want anything to do with this. If you guys are planning something, you're going to do that on your own. Leave me out of it. And the same with Ashley and Tucker.
Yep. Now, I got to give props to Abby for calling that out when they was over at the house.
Me too.
Because Ashley was sitting over there talking about, huh? What? Oh, wedding? Oh, yeah, wedding.
Right. And I remember I said I was worried about that last week, that people were going to continue thinking that Tucker was the one pulling the strings and manipulating Ashley. So I love that Abby is recognizing that this is all Ashley and not Tucker.
I mean,
it's crystal clear now.
Yeah.
It's definitely crystal clear now. It's like, I mean, Tucker is kind of helping along the way, but yeah, Ashley's the one driving that freight train.
Yep.
Big time. I just, like you said, I like the interaction between Devon and Tucker. But he about to throw that in the toilet. I mean, if this whole thing comes out some kind of way about what happened with him and Audra covering up that stuff, yeah, that's going to be bad.
I feel like it's going to come out.
They didn't bring that up for a reason. I mean, for no reason, I should say. Yep.
Yeah, and I look forward to it coming out.
Yeah, me too.
Aww.
Darby says...
Yeah,
I do, man. That's going to cause total chaos.
Yes, it is.
I just feel bad for Tucker because I like that he was cleaning up his image and his act.
You're not a Tucker fan? Trish is not a Tucker. You're not a Tucker fan?
I love Tucker. No, I love Tucker.
I just hate what
I love Phyllis more.
I just hate what it's going to do to his relationship with Devon.
Yep.
I agree with you on that one. Darby 13 says Tucker lost something during that meeting between Phyllis and Tucker. That's right, his trademark smirk that's usually on his face. Yeah, Phyllis.
Yeah, he did.
Phyllis dropped that bombshell. He went from I'm in control to oh crap.
I'm running to Adam.
I know, right? So what y'all think about the whole thing with him and Adam?
With Tucker and Adam?
Yes.
Why don't I remember a scene with those two?
That happened today. When he came after Sharon left, Tucker came in there. And
oh, that's right, because he was questioning him about
what is Phyllis?
Why he was helping Phyllis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good scene. I liked that.
Yeah, because he like, look, I'm going to need you to keep her out of prison. So you need to, look, I got this information, and I need her to start work. So what we doing?
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah, I love me some Adam.
There really wasn't much Tucker could say.
Nope.
Not at all.
Girl, who leaves an email laying around like that?
Right. I was wondering the same thing when Adam revealed what he found on him. Like, how did they miss that? How did they not immediately delete that?
Right.
I don't know. We can ask the people who used to run Enron.
That is true.
I can say that. I lived through it. I'm in Houston.
Oh, my goodness. Man, that was hilarious. Adam ain't playing no games. I mean, as much as, well, I won't say that. He do play some games, but yeah, Adam he's pretty much on this mode like I got to get what I want. I don't want the old like dangerous Adam, just the Adam that knows how to wheel and deal in business. You know what I mean?
Yes, we don't need him blowing up any buildings like he tried to do with his family in there.
Right.
But the business stuff is great.
What'd you say, Keish?
I said her switching out medication.
Exactly. Right. That type of Adam. I like that other kind of Adam. Like, we finna make some business deals and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know when Nick and Sharon is going to learn that this dude is smarter than you guys. They act like they're trying to redirect him and they, trying to monitor and control and show him what to do. And I'm like, this man can run circles around the two of you.
Right.
The one thing that I agree with Sharon and Nick on was, for the love of God, change the name of that company because I hate it. I do not like that.
Me too. Right there. Like, why?
He said, yeah, Augustus, A-D. I thought, because originally some people was thinking that it was Augustus, but it's Augustus. And it's like, Scorch Earth? Why would you want to name a company Scorch Earth? I mean...
I don't know. If he hadn't said the definition, I was going to look it up. I had never heard the word before.
I hadn't either.
Yeah, it means Scorched Earth.
It's the ugly word in general.
I didn't hear you say that again, Keish.
I said it's just the ugly word in general. Even if the meaning of the word was like, I don't know, beauty or whatever, just the way the word sounds in general is just the ugly word.
I agree.
Exactly. Exactly. And then got to know, like Jenna says, I don't like Sharon preaching to Adam. She needs to get off her soapbox and stop trying to control him.
Yeah, she's really, she's like, she's trying to parent everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she got this degree or the whole thing with the mental health thing, and she's like trying to talk down to everybody. And it's like, girl, come on now.
Yeah.
Listen, you've been running a coffee house for a while, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with switching off into a business because she inherited it. But it's like, girl, you better learn from Adam. He can teach you some stuff.
Exactly.
I wasn't happy when she made that comment a few weeks ago by bringing Adam. It's going to make her look weak. I'm like, girl, if you don't stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy to me. All right, so what do you guys think about, because I know we kind of touched on Chance and Summer, but that whole picnic thing. Now, Sharon didn't act like she was jealous or anything, but I will say when Summer walked away, she looked like she was feeling some kind of way.
Yeah, she did. I think Sharon looked at it more as Chance is just trying to be a friend to her because he knows going through a rough time right now. But Summer is definitely having a little crush moment when it comes to Chance.
I'm actually warming up to Summer and Chance. It took me a minute, but when I see the little cute interactions with them, like when they were at the coffee house when Sharon couldn't go to that picnic, and then they were talking, they was at the table, and then they went to the park, and he was showing her the birds and all that. I'm like, oh, they kind of cute together.
Yeah, I thought they looked really cute together too.
Yeah.
And I will say that scene between Sharon and Chance, though, it was hot.
Oh Lord, were you here with us when that whole thing came out? Okay, all right. That was the last time you was here.
While y'all were talking about it, remember? I was like, wait, let me find the video.
Oh yeah. That's right. You went to the Instagram. Okay, got you. Yeah, that was the only thing that was hot. But outside of outside of that whole scene in the back room, I'm just not. I don't know. It's not clicking with me. But like I say, when I see, what'd you say?
That scene was hot, but yeah, sorry.
Jenna called you Grandma Trish.
Grandma Jenna, how old do you think oh, wait a minute. I'm 56. Dadgummit, I could be someone's grandma. Oh no.
You're so funny. Yeah, I want to. You know what? As much as Summer and Chance are cute together, in the park and the little scenes that they have, what do you think their bedroom scene would be like? Do you think it would be pretty hot? I haven't seen. Have we even seen Summer do a bedroom scene this summer? Allison Lanier do a bedroom scene with Kyle. Yeah.
Yeah, couple.
How was it? Vanilla?
Yeah, it was vanilla.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember their.
Me either. I don't remember it either.
I guess it was worse than vanilla. I guess it was mayonnaise.
Maybe Chance
would remember it.
Jenna says she calls Sharon Grandma. Not you, Trish.
Thank you, Jenna.
Bree says, me too. I'm in for a Summer Chance over Summer and Summer and Chance over Sharon and Chance. Chance has grown on me with his fine self.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been
maybe Summer's love scenes into something a little more interesting than what she had with Kyle.
I mean,
I think so too. Maybe if she started out dressed like a librarian and things went from there, I don't know.
Oh Lord. J Money says Summer and Kyle were pretty hot. I don't remember that. I don't remember any of their scenes.
I don't either, honestly.
I just don't.
I mean, I know they looked great, but I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was hot. Not like other scenes we've seen.
Yeah, I don't remember it being hot, J Money. I'm sorry. I don't know about that. But I am curious to see what the whole Summer and Chance situation, could be. So I guess we going to have to wait a little bit, depending on if Sharon don't get out the way. Because right now, I think she's feeling Chance more than maybe he's feeling her.
Well, I mean,
he set up that picnic for them. And he told her that seeing her is the best part of his day.
Yeah, he did say that, didn't he? Well, we'll see. But the whole thing is, a lot of this too is whether or not Summer is going to get charged as well. Because, I know that Christine made a deal with Phyllis that, look, I won't go after your kid if you plead guilty. So
she didn't say she wouldn't. She said she would think about it.
Right. Exactly.
Which I don't know how I feel about that, because we know that Phyllis killed Stark in self-defense. Like, we know that as the audience. So, I don't know. Like, should she plead guilty to save her daughter from possibly being prosecuted to something that she's not all the way guilty of? Like, she killed in self-defense. It wasn't, she didn't plot it.
Mm-hmm.
Although she plotted with him to frame Diane, that led to what happened. I don't know.
Well, the way Christine framed it was, not only would she have to plead guilty, but she would also she would void all appeals.
Yeah.
So that, to me, is like the harsh of a deal.
Yeah.
And based on the fact that they have a witness, any lawyer would tell you, don't go for that deal, I think.
Right.
And I think if I was Summer, I would even tell her, like, that's not what.
Right.
Yeah, well, it's going to get kind of messy next week because the verdict is in next week for this when they go to court.
Already?
Yeah, they pushing this thing along, you know what I'm saying? And they should.
No, I don't mind that.
Yeah. Because this whole thing has been going on with Phyllis since March. From the time she set it up with Jeremy Stark till now, it's long enough. It's time for this to end this crap.
That's true.
You get 1 quarter.
What'd you say?
You get 1 quarter of the year. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. I mean, seriously. And as for Phyllis, let's get her back to work. Let's get her with whatever the charges dropped and put her back. If Sheila can get off, Phyllis can get off.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is time for them to wrap this whole thing up.
Yep, wrap it up. We're tired of this whole thing. And especially look like since Phyllis don't want to be chasing after Diane right now anymore. I mean, Ashley has pretty much picked up the baton on that one. But she looked like
trying to shove it in Billy's hand.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh.
Here, do this for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so let's see, what else do we have? Because we talked about Mariah, we talked about Adam, we talked about Nate, Elena. What else do we have? Hold on, let me check something. What did y'all think about the little paint date between Lily and Daniel?
Y'all know what I thought.
Because you are a Lily and Daniel fan, aren't you?
I am, yes.
I thought it was great.
I like how they try to strategically place things in front of Lily's belly.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was so funny.
Well, they definitely had the right camera angle, so therefore, you couldn't see her belly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They did a great job.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Look, I can't believe we covered all
about the
of
way
this.
Daniel kind of went off on Phyllis today.
Yeah, he did go off on her. But I didn't mind it. I like when Daniel speaks up.
I do too.
Yeah, Daniel's tired. Go ahead, Keisha.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, although I didn't 100% agree with him, because I don't think it would be worth it for Phyllis to plead guilty just to keep, because I think Summer would be fine.
Yep.
I still like the way he tried to stand up for his sister.
Yep. Shabritha Jennings said, "What if Jeremy is not unalived? We know Phyllis is not going to prison. This would be the perfect time for Jeremy to pop back up."
Oh no, they wrapped that dude up in a shower curtain, right?
Yes, they did.
They found his bloated body. Like, somebody died. Somebody died.
Right.
Exactly.
Unless somehow Jeremy got out of that shower curtain and replaced the body.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, he still would have to run DNA and all that kind of stuff on him.
Yeah, I mean,
he could have. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Trish.
I was gonna say, somebody said about even maybe 5 or 6 weeks ago, maybe he has a twin.
That's always a
Good
possibility.
actor. Yeah, it's always a possibility.
That's always a possibility. I agree with you on that. Um, yeah, but in my opinion, going back to the whole thing with Lily and Daniel, I thought it was cute, but it wasn't like oh wow, you know what I mean? I thought it's just cute, and I know Keisha is a Lily and Daniel fan, but I don't know. It's just I like them back in the day. I don't know if how I feel about them as a couple now.
I'm glad they're back together. I always thought they were fun and fresh, and not. It was nothing forced. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they were friends, and they grew into more than friends, and then they were lovers, and they ran off together, and they were the first this, the first that, and their team. All the stuff, and I don't know. I just think they are not that pure is the best word. It's the only word I can think of. I just think that they're kind of like a pure couple.
Yeah, I agree.
They just fit. And for me, they just fit.
Well,
I
Jenna.
always felt
Oh, go ahead.
like connection. I was just saying, I always felt like they had a genuine connection and chemistry, like
Mm-hmm.
on screen chemistry.
Yep. Me too.
Well, Jenna says Lily and Daniel are not hot, and oh, by the way, Keisha, they're old, and doing them again after 30 years is old, and they didn't make it the first time. They're both on the rebound. She got a
30
whole.
years ago. She's only 36. What do you mean? They were together 30 years ago. What is he, 42 or 40 something? It was like, he was 12.
Oh my goodness. That is
Oh, wait,
hilarious.
soap opera aging in numbers. I forgot. But,
Yeah. Soaps have, you don't know, they have people that are 50 that's supposed to be 32, and they got 32-year-olds on the show who's actually 40. So,
look what he just did to Hayes. I mean, for crying out loud, that he's like running whole sentences.
Oh my
I
God.
guess I don't understand what's the difference between them taking another shot and the 1,000,001 shots that Nick and Phyllis have taken, or Jack and Diane getting back together after however many years, or any other couple that has gone for round 2 or 3 or 4.
I guess I don't see the chemistry there right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. I don't see the chemistry there right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, I gotta think about it.
Yeah, that was funny too.
Okay, so I think did we cover everything for Young and the Restless?
Let me see. Going through my
Oh my
head.
God, quick! It's only been 47 minutes.
I know. I'm trying to think. Did we cover everybody? We didn't see Lauren. We didn't see Michael. We didn't see Heather. We didn't see. I mean, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, because Kyle's out of town with Audra. Victoria's out of town.
I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of people missing this week. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it wasn't much this week. Exactly. Hey, Janet. Okay. Well, I guess we can go over to bold.
Jack saying 47 minutes is good enough for Wyatt and
Oh my gosh.
The honeymoon couple.
What honeymoon couple?
Diane and Jack.
They were alright.
Like 5 minutes on Monday, I think.
That was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was enough.
We didn't need any more, Jenna.
Yeah, she said, what about the honeymoon couple? That's funny. Well, we might as well just slide in the bowl, because I know everybody got something to talk about with bold. Oh my gosh. And I'm so over Brook and Bridge.
Yeah.
I am so over
Good
Brook
Lord.
and Ridge. Huh?
I said, yeah. I every time they're on screen, I roll my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Hold on one. If you guys hear that little ding, that's my computer dinging because my daughter is texting. That's what that is. Because I know Jenna is like, what is that noise? That's my computer. Unfortunately. Sorry about that. There it is again. Hold on one second.
I feel like every time the chime goes off, we could take a shot.
And the thing is that she said, because you know she's in Kentucky, and so she went with her co-workers to play kickball, and she thinks she tore a hamstring. So,
No.
so
I'm so sorry.
yeah, so I don't. I'm looking at the messages. I'm multitasking, and my son is texting too. So that's why you're hearing the multiple texts. So I'm sorry, you guys, but obviously it's information passing here. Yep, there it is again.
That
Hold
is
on.
extremely painful. I've done that, and I am so sorry. That is good. That is, and there's nothing you can do but just wait it out.
Yeah, I hope that didn't. I'm trying to see if there's a
Oh,
way to
just
quiet the messages, but if I turn off my computer, well, not my my sound, it'll mute everybody. The way that this
right.
is set up. So hopefully we'll get through the dings.
Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
We just want your baby to be okay.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Well, she says she's managing. So, okay. Oh Lord, it's always something with these kids. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of kids, we got to talk about Kelly. All right. So let's go ahead and do the Bold and the Beautiful for the week of 7/31 through 8/4. Okay, so Sheila saves Kelly from drowning while Finn's back is turned as Ridge proposed marriage to Brooke. Steffy loses it when Finn tells her that Sheila saved Kelly's life and Deacon thinks Sheila pulled off the impossible. Steffy doesn't think she can trust Finn again after confronting him and Sheila thinks Steffy will be grateful. Steffy tells Finn that she's taking the kids and leaving while Liam admits that he can't stop thinking of kissing Steffy. And then Steffy moves in with Eric with the kids and tells Liam Sheila saved Kelly and that she's left Finn. Let's go ahead and get Brooke and Ridge out the way.
I wonder if they'll ever get married.
Oh God.
I forgot about that.
Gosh. Oh my goodness. Why are we doing this for the 10,000th time? Why?
Oh, no.
Girl,
like I said earlier, it better be an off-screen one.
Yeah, right. let them go off somewhere and come back and say, oh yeah, we had a beautiful wedding in Spain somewhere that we didn't get to see. You know what I mean? So
all like the one, the nuptials and the honeymoon off screen.
Okay, somebody answer this question for me. Where the heck is Taylor?
I'm guessing the actress is on vacation.
I'm hoping that's the case because it's like we need to get Taylor back on screen. You know, and Ridge and Brooke can take that dusty Destiny card elsewhere.
So we haven't seen her since the week of Hope and Thomas's week-long sexcapades.
Was that week when she was looking in Ridge's face, googly-eyed?
Yep. Yeah, it was like on Thursday. It was like on a Thursday or Friday of that week. Because remember, she was looking for Thomas they were supposed to have lunch together or something like that. Or
right.
I don't remember.
Right.
And that was when he told her that Brooke was over at his house or something like that. That was the last time we saw her. I believe.
Yeah. We really ain't. I guess everybody was on vacation because the only people we've seen, we only saw Hope and Thomas last week one day when they was in that office together. But the rest of this has been about Sheila, Finn, Deacon, Liam, and Steffy for the last week and a half or so.
And Wyatt.
And Wyatt. On the screen. Oh man, I gotta give kudos to Wyatt because he tried to make sure he held Liam accountable for what he was feeling.
Yeah, he did not let up.
Nope, he didn't. And I was glad about that too because that dude was sitting up there, oh yeah, this is about me and the safety and all this. And then Wyatt was like, hold on there, hold on. How much of this is about you kissing Steffi? Mm-hmm. I loved every minute of that. Okay, so how y'all want to break this up? Because I know y'all got a lot to say.
No, it don't matter to me.
Okay.
I'll always defer to Keisha to go first.
Oh, I don't know how to break it up. I don't know what to talk about first.
You don't know where to go, huh?
There's so much.
Okay, let's start off with, because we kind of got Brooke and Ridge out the way. That's a done deal. It wasn't that much to talk about anyway. Send them off into the sunset. And then they had to give us a replay of what happened in Rome where he was running over there to Brooke. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing that. We do not need any more Rome flashbacks of Brooke and Ridge.
And that stupid keyhole. You are absolutely correct about that. Alright. So, do you think... I know I just made my statement about Liam, but do you actually think that this was more about safety for him versus getting back with Steffi when he was talking to Wyatt?
So I'm not going to say that Liam doesn't care about Kelly. However, I think most of it is definitely him trying to get in between Steffi and Finn. Like I don't buy that it is completely about the safety of Kelly, and because this was all before he found out about what happened with Kelly. Like he's just going off of the hug and that's it. So after he told Steffi or showed Steffi the video or whatever, Steffi was like, you know what? I'm going to trust my husband. There's got to be an explanation for it. Like, this isn't enough to just, to have me leave or, whatever. I'm going to trust my husband. I'm going to trust that my husband knows what he's doing. He still went back to Wyatt, whining and complaining and talking about he's got to be the one to protect Steffi and Hayes and Kelly and blah, blah, blah. So I do totally feel like probably 80% of it is him wanting to get in between Steffi and Finn, and the other 20% is him worried about their safety because he, doesn't trust Finn to be objective when it comes to Sheila.
And I think too, Liam can't be alone.
Mm-mm.
When has he ever been alone?
Yeah.
One to the next, and back and back and back, and to the next and back and back. He's never been alone, except for when he first came on the show.
I think the longest he had been alone was, and I can't even remember how long Steffi and Wyatt were married, but I think that's the longest that he had ever been alone. And that whole time, he was trying to work his magic to get Steffi to leave Wyatt.
Yeah, but even then, though, and yes, you're right, he was definitely alone. But he had just come back from Quinn, and he didn't even know he was Liam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear him call Dr. and Flame On put it in the comment section, Dr. Do No Wrong Finnegan?
He is so jealous of Finn.
He is.
Funny.
Yeah,
that totally showed his jealousy when he called him that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the TV like, no, he did not just say that.
He did.
Dr. Do No Wrong. Oh my goodness. You know what? We need to back up because that whole thing with the drowning, it left us at a cliffhanger last Friday. when Sheila was running out, and then it just went black. And then on Monday, it came back with him turning his back. Of course, we was talking about that last week. Baby girl running out there in the water, trying to take her little bucket and do whatever she was trying to do. Sheila goes and jump in that water, saves her, bring her back to shore. What do you think about that whole scenario where Finn sees her in a totally different light at that moment?
The most unrealistic thing about that to me was he started calling her mom. And it's like, you've never really had a relationship with this woman. You not long ago was talking about how you didn't want anything to do with her. And now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, even before this incident with Kelly, you're giving her hugs and you're calling her mom. Like, none of that made sense to me. However, he did tell her in that moment, like, you can't be here, you can't be around us. I forget how he worded it, but he did let her know, like, I can't interact with you. But the minute he told Kelly that was his mom, or that, I can't remember if it was him or if Sheila said it, like, we knew that was going to be bland to everybody anyway. Because I thought for a second that maybe he wasn't, like, before they had their little dialogue back and forth, I was thinking that he was going to try to keep it from Steffy. But, yeah, after Kelly knew that was his mom, I knew that wasn't going to stay a secret. Because as soon as they ran in the house, she said it.
Yes, she did. Boy, she didn't waste 2 seconds.
Go ahead, Trish. What'd you say?
Oh, I thought that to me it was unrealistic because, first of all, the character of Finn never would have turned his back. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a completely unbelievable scenario. And yes, I realize that things do happen in an instant, and I unfortunately know people it's happened to. We probably all do. But the character of Finn, I guess that was to show us he was fallible and to set this whole scene up. But he wouldn't have done that. I mean, it's just another way to pander to the character of Sheila.
Yeah, that whole thing was a hot mess to me because of the fact that as a doctor, you have to pay a close attention to everything, especially in the surgery. You're watching everything. So imagine him just turning his back on the kid. Now, the other thing is he did tell her to just sit there and then don't go nowhere. But of course, kids do kid stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, the thing is that it, like you just said, it was unrealistic for him to just completely, I mean, the way that it was, the movement of it that Tanner Nolan did was just turned his back completely. Not halfway, not sideways. It was just complete turn your back.
Right. Like, why could you not hop on the phone and look at her? Like, why did you need to turn your back?
Exactly.
I think he tried to explain that away with, I was trying to block the wind from the phone or something like that. I couldn't hear. I forget how.
Yeah.
Exactly. He said.
That's exactly what it was, Keish.
Yeah, but that's still not, like, no.
That's a big no. That's a big no.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's unrealistic for Sheila to think that this is going to be her get out of jail free card.
She's nuts.
We all know the minute she is given a millimeter of hope, she runs with it. So it doesn't surprise me that she absolutely thinks that this is going to be the thing that wins favor with the Forresters and with her son.
Right, and she's the way she says things. Most people, it would be humbling. I've got the second chance, and with her, she's literally making this tightened up face with this look of hysteria on her face, going, "I've been given a second chance," and it's like, wow, man, you're just like so over the top of everything sane.
Yeah.
And my thing is, yes, you saved a child's life. My first thought is going to be, oh man, now I can get back in the good graces of this family. like, no, I'm going to think, man, thank God I was there for that kid, because she could have, that could have ended terribly.
Right.
But all she is thinking about is, like, now I've got this second chance with my son and his family.
It's all about her.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comment. Bridget Jackson says, "Hello, everyone. If it's not in character, then it's probably Brad Bell's fault. It's always his fault."
Well, yes, we can't argue with that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Deacon said something that made a lot of sense when he said, like, basically, you can't depend on this one act. It's got to be, you have to continue to do things like this. You have to show that you are a good person. Like, you can't just do one thing and then it's like all of a sudden everything else is wiped away. Like, keep doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you got to make it a habit till it's not a habit anymore. It just is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think, Sheila needs to just sit tight. I mean, just to think that, oh, I saved the kid, let me go make a beeline over to the Cliff House and say, hey, forgive me, I'd save your kid. I don't think it's going to be that simple. Now, I mean, I do have some things to say about Steffy, but on the Sheila side of the world, I just don't think she should feel that it's going to be just that easy to get into that door, that they're going to be so grateful, they're going to fall on their knees and just be like, oh my God, whatever you've done, it's forgiven.
It's not.
It's too much history.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's the key right there, is you've done this one thing. However, you attempted to kill Steffy twice, because that first bullet was for her that Finn stepped in the way of.
Yep.
And point blank shot her. You almost killed her mom while attempting to kill her stepmother, and you also shot her grandmother. So it's like, and you tried to kill Lee. So it's like, it just stacks up. So this one incident doesn't wipe away everything else that you've done, your violent past with this family.
Yeah. Somebody said, and I'm trying to find this comment, but somebody said that they should have just let Finn figure out that relationship on his own. What do you think about that? Because Steffy has been blocking that whole scenario between Sheila and Finn. Do you think that he should have just went and figured it out on his own?
I don't, because quite frankly, he's intertwined with all these other people now. If he was a single man and not attached to anybody that was harmed by this psychopath, then go do it. Do whatever you need to do. But you literally married a woman who she destroyed their family, and the answer is yes, Steffy absolutely has a right to tell him, stay away from her.
Yeah, and she's already proven it.
Exactly.
And they had given her a little bit of a chance, because I think Taylor was the one that convinced Steffy in the beginning, like, maybe it's better to let her come around just for a little bit. That way you can kind of, watch her, see what she does. And then look what happened. She compromised Brooke's sobriety, and then it all snowballed from there. So, I mean, Sheila basically proves Steffy right and why she doesn't want Sheila around.
Exactly.
So Jenna says Steffy has been too controlling and demanding when it comes to that. What do you think about that?
She has a right to be. I would, or I'd leave.
In this situation, yeah, I totally agree.
I guess the only thing is...
Sheila has done to...
Go ahead.
Oh. you can go ahead.
No, go ahead, using the middle of a statement. Go ahead, girl.
I was just going to say, with the damage that Sheila has done to that family in this situation, I feel like Steffy's feelings are valid.
Yep.
And my thing is, if your desire to figure out a relationship with your biological mom is stronger than your marriage and your family, then by all means, go do that. But let me know that. That way we can end this marriage. You can do whatever you need to do with your mom over there. Just leave me and my son out of it, because I don't want my son around that woman. because she not only is she violent, she's manipulative.
Yeah, I guess the conversation was, because I mean, that sounds like a conversation that you were referring to, which is perfectly fine. She didn't even want to have a conversation. It was like, do as I tell you to do and nothing else. I don't want you to think about it. I don't want you to talk about it. It is what it is. And that's
because they already talked about it.
Well, she talked about why she didn't want him there. She didn't allow the conversation to say, hey, between the two of them. She pretty much blocked that whole thing. She was very controlling about that.
I guess at that point, Finn could have said, well, I don't agree with this, so I'm leaving.
Because, see, here's my thing. I just think eventually they were going to have to, this was going to happen at some point, because this man has been having little symptoms of him having a piqued interest, and then Steffy shuts it down, and then time will go past, and then something else would pique his interest, and then it's shut down again. So at some point, I just think this was gonna come to pass with him trying to figure out what this is when it comes to his bio mom. You know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering if Steffy, the moment that she found out that this man that she married is actually Sheila Carter's son, do we move forward from here? Well,
yeah, if only she'd known that before she fell in love, before she got pregnant with his baby, before, if only they'd known.
Well, she had a way out when she slept with Liam. And that's why we had that paternity test. She should have probably just walked away then if you were open enough to sleep with him.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, she spent that whole time trying to convince Liam not to even say anything because she didn't want to lose Finn. But and correct me if I'm wrong, when they found out that Sheila was his mother, which was on their wedding day, because remember, that was what popped up, was on the wedding day. I swear Finn basically begged her, like, I've never met her before. I didn't know that. I didn't even know I was adopted, because Steffy did for a minute think about not marrying him.
Right. She should have probably stuck with that.
Yeah, and he basically begs her to trust him.
Yeah, both of his parents. Well, Jack.
Make the decision.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, did she have to make the decision to trust him? No, I guess she could have went ahead and said, nope, I don't want to deal with this. But, I mean, maybe she loved him enough that she felt like she wanted to at least give it a chance and not completely, blow it off. And they did give Sheila a chance. And it didn't work out because Sheila does what she always does, and she screws it up.
Yeah, she does.
So somebody,
she even allowed her house at one point.
So somebody in the comment section, Shabrita, says Steffy had been hanging around Liam even after Finn asked her not to do that. So, I mean, I guess they both are. One is a threat to the marriage and one is a threat to safety.
But I mean, how do you not be around the father of your daughter and you have a decent relationship with him?
Yeah.
And at some point, Finn been okay with it because him and Liam were cool up until Liam and Hope broke up. And now he's back to the, understandably, I don't want Liam around here.
Yeah. I want to know when those kisses are coming out.
Probably soon.
I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, there's been a lot of sides when it comes to this whole thing. Because even Lee was pissed off. Lee found out the whole story, and then she turned around and told him, she said, no wonder Steffy left you. I'm like, damn.
That was venom, man.
Yeah, because Lee's probably feeling like, I raised you. This woman tried to kill me, and you over here embracing her and giving her hugs after she's, released from jail.
Right.
For almost trying to kill you,
all of us,
and your wife, and me.
Yep. It's crazy.
What? I don't. I just maybe I'm trying to get a benefit of the doubt, unfortunately, and not that it's Sheila. Even I guess there's this whole biological connection that once you find, especially when you realize that people have been lying to you. Jack lied to both Lee and Finn, saying that hey, the whole thing about his existence. Then you find out this woman is your mother. There's got to be some form of curiosity there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that part of Liam, that part of Finn wants to figure out who this person is, because even he said it, he was like, this woman is a part of me, and Steffi's like, no, she's not. And it's like, well, technically 23 of them chromosomes is hers.
I feel like after she tried to murder my wife and also left me for dead in the alley, that curiosity would fade away, and tried to kill my adoptive mom. I think that curiosity would have faded away.
Yeah, I hold a grudge. I wouldn't get past it.
Yeah, and it's not even like a grudge. We got in an argument. It's a grudge. You tried to kill people that I love.
Take me out.
Intentionally. Yeah. It wasn't some accident. It wasn't. Even had Sheila in that alley, as soon as she, realized that she hit Finn and not Steffi, had dropped her gun, called the ambulance, and was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. It would have felt a million times different. But her first instinct was to go point blank shoot Steffi to try to get rid of the whole thing.
While Steffi's finger is on the phone to dial 911 to save the son she just shot.
Yeah, so like her acts of violence have all been intentional. None of it has been accidental.
Yep.
So that's why, to me, there's no. It doesn't matter to me if you're my bio mom. It doesn't matter to me, Finn, if that's your bio mom. If I'm Steffi, she is violent. She's tried to kill me twice.
Yep.
Like I'm sorry. I'm not going to give her any slack. When he said give her some slack, I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
The look on Steffi's face.
Slack that tried to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he was saying give her some slack on the fact of the matter that Kelly is now alive for that moment? Because he said in this moment.
No, it doesn't matter. I'll say thank you, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, I see a lot of people in the comments section. A lot of people in the comments section saying that they're disappointed in Steffi. What is that about, you guys? I mean, they calling her a hypocrite and stuck on. Somebody called. Oh, that was Bree. Said stuck on stupid Steffi is doing the rinse and repeat. There's some people that said Lee was so unsympathetic to Finn. Jenna, I'm disappointed in Steffi.
I think Lee's being disappointed in Finn is because his psycho birth mother ran her off the road and tried to kill her.
No, she said Lee was so unsympathetic toward Finn.
Yeah, because he's seemingly taking the side of the birth mother who tried to kill her. I'd be ticked off too.
Let me see.
Another thing that doesn't make sense about the storyline right now is how they're trying to correlate what happened on the beach with Kelly to Finn and this, sudden interest in Sheila. Because one had nothing to do with the other. That incident with Kelly was going to happen regardless of if Sheila was on the beach or not. And yes, it could have turned out very different if Sheila wasn't there. But I feel like the way Liam is it's like they're trying to connect it to. Like, this happened to Kelly. Oh my God, Sheila was there. It's like, no, those are two separate things. What would have made more sense is if she showed up to the beach, Finn saw her, they were arguing with each other because Finn wanted her to go away, and because while they were arguing, Kelly ran out to the ocean and that happened. Like, that would have made more sense for all of that to like connect. But it's like one thing had nothing to do with the other. So the fact that Liam doesn't trust Finn because he saw him hugging Sheila, and then this whole incident at the beach, like, they're two separate things. And also, Liam showing that video to Steffy was going to be angry regardless of if that was Liam that showed her that video, or if it was her dad that had taken that video and shown it to her, or Thomas, or anybody. She was going to be angry about that. It wasn't because it was Liam that did it. I think it's an extra sting in there for Finn because it was Liam.
Yeah.
But what happened. He still, was embracing his mom and showing her love and sympathy. And that was going to piss Steffy off regardless.
Gotcha. Let me see. So, I saw, okay, so TA said that this is a horrible storyline, so hard to watch. All these people are hypocrites and have done bad things. Didn't Steffi do the same thing to Sheila some years ago when she shot her?
She did, and Steffi shooting Sheila was a reactionary thing because Liam's on goofy ass said Sheila's got a gun.
Right.
That's exactly. It wasn't her busting into the room and saying, "Oh my gosh, I hate Sheila."
Right.
Let's see. Steffi is protecting her children. That takes first place over anything. Yes, Steffi and Finn need to work on their marriage. They got to figure out how to live with her being free. Stuck on stupid in the alley, Steffi finally has a man who wants her and only her, and took a bullet for her, but wants a lifetime supply of Waffle House. That was Bree, y'all. That is funny.
Tell us you can't stand Liam without telling us you can't stand Liam.
They have to figure out how to live with her being free. Yeah, this is going to be interesting moving forward. Because now, if the way that Steffi put it is that her and Finn is no longer together. Because she told Liam... Yeah, she said, I left him. And then they looking and making googly eyes at the end of today's episode at each other. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, I know that made you mad.
Yeah.
Because I know you a Steffi and Finn fan. Yeah, I mean, I would have... So, then that brings me back to those thoughts that Steffi had about the kisses. Were you actually feeling guilty, or were you liking them kisses and you kept thinking about them?
I think if she liked those kisses, the minute Liam showed her that video, she would have been gone. But she didn't do that. She said, I trust my husband. Yeah. I'm not going to have to throw this away.
Well, she threw it away quick.
Yeah, she did after all of that.
Yeah.
But like I said last week, we all know how Steffi operates. If Liam is who she wanted, she would have made that move the minute he kissed her, and she didn't. But as we can see, we see what direction this is going in now.
Yeah.
Well, Liam is...
And it's so freaking annoying that they're using Finn to basically give Liam what he wants.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that so much.
Yep.
Sure.
There's a million other things they could have done with Liam's character right now, and he doesn't need to be in a relationship to have a storyline.
No. Cheryl Hines said Liam should remember how Bill did psycho dangerous things, including nearly blowing him up, and Sally also sleeping with Steffi. I mean, there's some folks on that show, like Bill, who throwing people out of helicopters and all this kind of stuff. They still okay with the grandkids being around him, though. Because he borderline himself on that situation. TA says Steffi liked those kisses because she never told Finn about them. That's the other thing that I did not like about this, is that she was talking about how much she can't trust Finn. Even though he copped to everything. He copped about his feelings. He talked about, what happened in the hallway. That Sheila was there. What he said. What he did. And you talking about how you can't trust him, but you keeping a whole secret yourself. Yeah, that didn't sit well with me. Go ahead.
I agree. I was just saying I agree. She definitely is wrong for not telling Finn about those kisses. But I don't think she kept it to herself because she liked them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, honestly, I think if all the stuff hadn't come up about Sheila, she probably would have already told him. But every time they've been together, it's been one more thing about Sheila. So it's not like she's sitting there thinking and thinking and thinking. I mean, yeah, they've had a couple of flashbacks, but she's not sitting there this whole time thinking about the kiss with Liam. She's thinking about protecting her family. And so, you know, I don't know. Yeah, tell him, but there hasn't really been the opportunity where they were just sitting there, except for that very first, getting back together when they got home. And yes, she should have told him, but there's been a lot of interruptions.
Listen, there's times where statements come out of Finn's mouth that made her feel kind of guilty. These were over the past several weeks. And she just looked off into space with her eyes all bucked, like, I feel, So I think
what? You're right. No, you're right. I'm wrong. And I think because last week I watched stuff kind of just in a fog to get through. You're absolutely right. There were moments. I thank you. I did completely forget about that.
She's definitely had plenty of chances to tell him, and she just didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the minute she tells him that her friendship with Liam is done, because you see how what he said to her, was that today or yesterday when he said, I don't want Liam in this house anymore.
Yeah.
Which I loved hearing him say that. Like this is what I needed him to say
months ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love seeing Finn put his foot down because we don't see that very often.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter at this point, but I liked hearing him say he's not welcome in this house anymore. And what I can't wait for is for Liam and Finn to be face to face.
Oh, that's coming next week.
I hope there's a physical fight.
I do too.
Oh yeah, they're gonna face off next week.
Good.
I can't wait because I mean
that moment. There's nothing. One of my favorite scenes with Finn is when he basically told Liam about himself, about how he goes back and forth. It was after he found out that Steffy and Liam slept together.
Mm-hmm.
And told him about himself, about how he goes back and forth between Steffy and Hope, and how the minute one woman, upsets him, he runs to the other.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite scenes with him.
Yeah, it was
so
good.
I can't wait for next week to see him tell Liam off, because it has been long overdue.
Yeah, it has.
And I hope it keeps coming. I hope Thomas tells him off. I hope Ridge tells him off when he finds out he's been sniffing around Steffi. I hope Eric tells him off again. Like, I just need everybody to line up and cuss Liam out.
Yep.
Home crying. Send him back to Bill's house.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I told y'all I want him like I want Jack, crumpled up in the middle of the floor sobbing.
Oh my gosh.
They don't deserve any of these women.
Keisha, Shabrita, where'd it go? Oh, Shabrita Jennings says, Keisha, you would make a great attorney for Steffi because you advocating for her so hard.
Look, that's my girl.
We love Steffi.
Yeah, I gave Steffi a side eye this week.
I said she was wrong for not telling Finn the truth about those kisses.
You
was wrong
always
for not
call her out.
punching him in the face when he did it.
Yeah. You always call her out.
I have to side with her on the Sheila thing.
Absolutely, me too. I do the same thing. There's no way your crazy self's going to be around me or my family.
So, do you actually think she should have left Finn for this?
Now, see, that's what I didn't understand, because I didn't think she was leaving her marriage. I thought she was going to feel safe until they figured out what the heck to do.
That's what I assumed as well, because before we saw what Sheila did, what she did, even when Finn told Sheila to stay away and that she wasn't welcome at the house, she would pop up whenever Steffy left, or there were times where she would go around to the back door and walk in the house because Steffy wasn't there, even though the kids were there. So I assumed that that's why she was going to Eric's house. I didn't think it was I'm about to divorce my husband kind of thing.
Right. I didn't either.
So what about leaving Finn in that? Just left him in the house by himself. So, I mean, because I know that's her home. Is she going to kick him out or something? That whole transition of the scenes and her telling Liam that, yeah, I left my husband. It's just weird to me.
Yeah, I was confused about why she left and didn't tell him to get out, but I don't know. I don't get why.
Because she talking about she going over to Eric's house. I mean, that's where it all started. Sheila walked up into Eric's house. So I don't. What makes you think you're so safer over there?
I don't know if maybe she's looking at it from the standpoint of, because I'm not with Finn, like in the same house as Finn, I won't have to worry about Sheila popping up. Because why would Sheila pop up over Eric's house if Finn isn't there?
I guess.
I'm popping up to try to see Hayes, which Sheila should know that that's not going to happen.
Yeah, my other part of this is his son. You know, I don't know about that one. I understand that she's trying to keep Sheila away from Hayes, but they need to discuss that one. It's like, what do I get to see my kid? What we doing here?
Yeah, I don't see her telling him you can't see Hayes.
Please, the way Liam is acting right now, I'm going to protect us. Kelly and Hayes, I don't want you ever around them. That's going to be a struggle, just like he tried to do with Thomas.
Well, Liam has no control over Hayes. I could see her telling Finn, you can come over here and see him, but I'm not bringing him over there to that house because I don't know if your mom might try to pop up.
Right.
Yeah, but they didn't even have the discussion. I didn't like that at all. That part, it was just like, I'm leaving. It's like, dang, can we hash this out to figure out how we going to do this? Or do I need to figure out protection? Maybe I leave, you get to stay at the house. She just walked. And then you get over there and you tell your ex. Then you get over there and you tell your ex that I left my husband. And of course, he's lighting up like a Christmas tree. Girl, if you don't... I am not feeling Steffy this week. I'm sorry. It's just not it. I mean, I guess part of it is her keeping that secret. And then the other part of it is just, how she handled that. Throw Liam out. She should have thrown him out last week. Like, look, like you said, Keisha, she would have been mad anyway. But for him to just have, for her to just have Liam just hanging around and kept talking. And it's like, dude, go home.
Yeah, that's the problem I always have with Steffy, is that she allows Liam too much access to her. There's no boundaries. She did it when he would come over and complain about Thomas and Hope. She, did it the last couple weeks with him complaining about not being able to trust Finn. Like, she never, I don't know, I don't understand it, but it's like she always is trying to protect him in some way.
Well, I don't know if y'all remember, but years ago she told Brooke, I will never say no.
Yeah.
She said she'll never say no to who? Liam?
Liam.
Oh. Girl, I don't know. I get, like I said, I get the part because Sheila is Sheila. Oh my God. And then, of course, Deacon was getting his.
Y'all.
Deacon, listen.
Y'all.
What? What?
Like, those lips going together, not tight purse. What the? Like, just no. Don't go close up. Back it up, man.
Oh my God, you hilarious.
I mean, no.
Oh my goodness. Listen, Deacon and Sheila were cutting up a rug up in that room.
Man.
I just want to know what is, eventually it's going to come out that those two are sleeping together. Because he can't hide that forever.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to know how that's going to play out with Hope.
Yeah, because that's got, like you said, that's got to come out. And what is Hope going to think about him? But I mean, you sleeping with Thomas, so there's a lot of people that got issues with Thomas too.
And honestly, I think she would probably at first want to be upset, but then kind of like have that, oh my, and then go, wait, well, honestly, I don't know if I can really say anything at all to you.
Yeah, I guess he was kind of supportive of her when he told him.
Should probably just maybe sit down.
Yeah, I mean, she should be a hypocrite, which is why I think on the Young and the Restless side, Abby kind of slowed her roll about Tucker, because her biggest issue with Tucker was because Tucker kept cheating on her mom. But how can you say anything now when you cheated on Chance to get with Devon? You can't say too much, so it's like, okay, I'll throw you a wedding. Sure,
well,
no
even
problem.
Before that, she couldn't say anything about cheating because she slept with her niece's husband.
I know.
I'm just saying.
Who happened to be Matt Atkinson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my
CBS
God.
family.
Exactly. It happened to be Matt Atkinson, aka Thomas. So but for so long, but last year when Tucker came back, that was Abby's biggest complaint. Mom, how could you be with him? You know how he just was cheating on you. And then sure enough, she go and cheat with Devon on Chance. And now she like, cheating? What cheating? Oh, are y'all getting married? Oh, okay.
Oops. My bad.
Exactly. So if Hope come now, Brooke might have something to say, but Hope can't say nothing. They're gonna be Deacon could come back. Oh, okay, you getting mad at me for sleeping with Sheila, but you sleeping with the same man that hid your kid from you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hope probably would be okay. That's what Brooklyn Rayner says. But wait a minute. Oh, Deacon hid Sheila when she thought she was dead. Okay, yeah, that's true. But anyway, go ahead. What you say, Keish?
I didn't hear what you said.
No, I was reading one of the comments, but it was saying Hope was Deacon hid Sheila when they thought she was dead. Deacon hid. Oh yeah. You talking about earlier this year when she was hiding out, but with the whole bear thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Brooke is the one that's gonna have a problem with that. Not per se Hope. She might, but then she had to rethink her responses.
If she doesn't, she should.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but how do you guys feel with the two? Do you think they were pretty hot on screen?
No.
I'm gonna give her a B minus for the fact that of her actions. Now them together, cause she dropped that robe, she pushed Deacon on that bed, and they put the camera up to her eyes, real close, like she was finna eat him alive.
And she did.
She did. I can't be mad at her. I mean, listen,
Nope.
You still got a sex life at that age. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
She's not that much older than me.
Listen, you married what, 35 years now?
33 years and dated 2 years. Yeah. 35.
Exactly, 35 years. So y'all got something cooking.
There's something happening. We stuck it out, man.
Exactly.
We might make it a little longer. I don't know. A little testy over here.
Oh my God, you guys are funny. Yeah, Bree was like, Brooke is gonna say, I won't allow it.
Right.
Brooke is always trying to not allow something.
And for somebody that sure did allow herself a lot of things, why are you trying to deprive everybody else?
She gets on my nerves with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I won't allow it. Yeah, okay. Now my question is, what is Brooke gonna think about Liam being over at Steffi's?
That's what I want to know, because you know how she sticks up for him, and that whole scene when she went to Thomas's house, talking about, I don't believe that Liam wants a divorce. I don't believe that he wants to leave you. You need to fight for your marriage, X, Y, Z. And it's like, this man is currently at Steffi's house right now. He's kissed her twice.
Right.
He keeps professing his love to her. Well, recently.
He said it at least 8 times.
Yeah. He just admitted to Liam he admitted to Hope herself that he felt like he made a mistake. That he gave Steffi up for her. He admitted it to Liam, or to Wyatt. So, like, I would love for her to hear all of this stuff and then still try to defend Liam, because that woman defends Liam more than I feel like she defends her own daughter.
Yep.
Yeah, she is definitely Team Liam.
Yeah, and you would think that you would just want your daughter to be happy and not necessarily with a specific man. Like, she's telling you, his heart is divided. I deserve more than that. And all you can say to her is, you need to fight for your marriage.
Yeah.
You know what? What's interesting about this whole storyline coming off of the Hope and Liam divorce, Liam had been fighting for Hope to keep Thomas away from her. I mean, he was spazzing out, freaking out, showing up to people's jobs, complaining and crying to Wyatt. And then the moment he signed that divorce paper, it was like, Hope who?
Yeah.
Right. She didn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it was just like poof. Hope was just gone.
It's a faucet.
Hope and Beth both.
What you say?
I said Hope and Beth both.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like, dang, do you even think twice? Are you grieving the marriage? You know, you kind of sad about it. He like, okay, well, he cried at the door.
Yeah, but y'all know these women for him are interchangeable.
Yeah.
It's the flavor of the moment, the soup du jour.
See, what I was actually hoping for, and I mean, we don't know what's going to happen next week, but it looks like the way that this is going, Steffi because they gave us that whole flashback from their history today, with her dancing in that black outfit and doing all that other stuff. And I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go. I would have preferred Steffi say, you know what, I appreciate the fact of all your help. You're trying to protect us, but this don't mean that we finna get back together.
Right. That's what I need her to say to him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, don't get too comfortable that you just gonna slide. Because he's now saying, I love you. I love Kelly. But you know what? I gotta let you know I love you too. Don't let me not forget to say that.
Right.
It's like, dude, chill out. But that's what... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I want her to remember that one thing, or that time that she was begging Liam not to leave her after he found out her sleeping with Bill. Mm-hmm. Like, literally on the ground begging him not to leave, and him yelling telling her to shut up and all that. Like, please remember those moments, Steffi.
Yeah.
Remember walking in on him and Hope in that dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, did you guys, because I know, Keish, you be on Twitter, or now it's called X now, right? Do you remember this week, because a lot of people brought this up on Twitter. I'm going to still call it Twitter, because that's what everybody still know it as. But the thing is, remember earlier this week when Liam was, I think he was talking to Wyatt. No, he was talking to Steffy, talking about, I remember the birth of our daughter and everything that happened
Yeah.
around that time period. And then people brought up clips where Ridge was begging him to be with Steffy during that time period, but he was so focused on trying to figure out what Hope was. Remember that?
Yep.
I do remember. I remember all that. Like it was yesterday.
Yeah. You know, and I'm sitting up there like, writers, come on now, don't make a fool out of the fans, because we remember Ridge was trying to beg this man, go be with your child, go be with your wife, or were they married at the time? Keisha, you remember?
Yes, I think they were
I think
still
they were.
Right.
married. Yeah.
They were married at the time, you guys, and the thing is, they made it look like it was this beautiful moment around the time Kelly was born. They was begging that man to go be with Steffi.
Yep. It wasn't until the whole thing came out about how Bill set that little scene up to make it look like they were still messing around.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Until that, after he started softening again towards Steffi.
Yeah, remember all the flowers and the notes he left her, and then the next thing you know, he's with Hope. It's like, what is happening?
Because he sent her those flowers because he wanted to stay in the marriage. He decided that he wanted to work things out with her, and then that's when he found, or that whole little scene was set up for him to think that they were still messing around. Yeah. And I remember that was when I lost respect for Wyatt and Katie, because they both knew it was a lie and they both kept their mouth shut.
Yep.
Like, I was so mad at Katie, because Katie is usually the do-gooder, the one that, doesn't lie and has to tell the truth. And she was going to sit there and not say anything and let them get married without that truth coming out. I was so annoyed with that whole situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But thank goodness it happened the way it did, because we wouldn't have got Finn.
Yep. And it sucks because even amongst this whole Sheila situation and his weird, the connection that's happening there, this man, he came clean. He did not, when he was confronted, he didn't lie about it. He was like, yep, this is what happened. Yep, I hugged her. Yep, I did this. I did that. I turned my back. I shouldn't have done it. I'll take a bullet. I'll lay down my life for you, is what he said. And it's, this man, like Liam called him, Mr. Do-Gooder Finnegan. He's a good dude.
He is a good dude.
And what does this mean for him now? Does he now be by himself? Is he, I didn't see anything about Tanner Noblin leaving the show or anything. So is he moving over to Paris? I don't know.
None of that's going to happen, because Finn and Steffi are going to find their way back to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I like your optimism.
You said Finn and Steffi?
If he's got to beat Liam up to do it, so be it.
But the thing is, okay, so say for example, they work it all out, right? Because here's the other fault. Well, I don't know how Jacqueline is going to go off screen, because she got to have have her baby. Did she have it yet? I still haven't seen an official announcement.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
No clue.
Yeah, I know she's due any day now or something. So I don't know. Maybe hopefully they'll put it out soon, if she had the baby this past week or something. But how do they write her out of the storyline for her to go on maternity leave? That'll be interesting. But what happens, let's put this scenario together. So say for example, Steffi is like, you know what, I still want to work this out with my husband. Tell Liam to go kick rocks. I'm sorry. I know, you protect us. Yes, we're going to stay over here at Eric's for a while, but we're not getting back together. I still want to figure this out with my husband. And they work it out. Like you say, they come back together, Keish. Them kisses come out. Do you think that Finn would be absolutely pissed about all of that?
Oh, heck yeah, he would.
Would that maybe end it all?
I don't don't think he would end it all. No.
No. Okay.
I
Or you
think
is that
he would.
what you actually think, or is that wishful thinking?
I don't think he would, and
Okay.
I don't think he would because so first of all, I think if they do work things out,
Mhm.
my guess is that, and I don't know if if that will happen or not, but she would come clean about that before that happens. But let's say she doesn't,
Mhm.
and then it comes out. Let's say Liam uses it to try to keep them apart. Like that would be all the more reason for him to not give Liam what he wants. Because I don't. Those kisses weren't something that Steffy stood there and was like gazing longingly into his eyes and wanting him to do. Those were like unwanted.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, those
So-
were only those kisses were one sided. Now, do I agree if somebody's if my ex is that close to my face, I don't know if I let him get that close to my
Yeah, she was dead wrong for that. That was super inappropriate. She
That
should
was-
never have all that hugging that they were doing in Rome and how they had their foreheads together. That was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's one thing if you like, kind of got distance and, oh, I'm sorry for you, or you saw your wife kissing your nemesis, blah, 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 poor thing. But y'all, like you just said, they're forehead to forehead. They're hugging each other tight. And then he kissed you. You didn't even push back.
Yeah, that's what actually bothered me about that whole scene. Is I really wish she would have just pushed him back and said, "What are you doing?"
Yes, that's definitely what she needed to do. She gave him the teeniest little push with her hand, but it should have been a shove
Right.
or a smack.
Exactly, because this is and here's the crazy thing. I know he was pissed off with Hope, when he saw what he saw, right? But Finn was the one that told your behind to go to Rome,
Right.
to go see your wife and to be at that event. You got there a day late and a dollar short. You missed everything, and the same man that told you to go down there and surprise your wife, you go kiss his wife.
Twice.
Girl, that's
He's
why.
got some nerve.
What you say?
He's got some nerve.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's why I can't wait to see this face off next week. And the writers better be good too.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that Liam does blurt it out to Finn because I feel like Liam has never really done any like malicious, kind of, I don't know how to explain it, because that would be the opposite of a good guy move, like him blurting that out to Finn to try to ruin that marriage. Like, I want to see Liam be that bad guy and basically blindside Steffy with that. That way Steffy hopefully could open her eyes and say, well dang, you really told my husband about that? You know what I mean?
Well, he already betrayed. You know what, Keish? He already betrayed the trust anyway, because Steffi said neither one of us need to bring this up ever again. He went and told Wyatt.
Big mouth, yeah.
So, and Steffi don't even know that part.
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
I was just going to say, it would just be more hurtful if he directly said it to Finn.
Right. Now, some people were saying, because when I was on another live throughout the week, they were saying how good it would be if when Finn decided to go and confront Liam, he's up at Spencer talking to Wyatt, and Finn over here, Wyatt and Liam talking about them kisses. I would love that as well. And he busts up in that door.
No, that's not bad guy enough. I need him to just say it to me.
She said that.
I want him to say Finn, and then I want Finn to punch him in his face.
Listen, you say you coming with violence.
Yes.
Some things require it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's I want it to come out because I want Liam to be a jerk about it. That way, when it gets back to Steffy, that Liam was the one that told him in the manner that he told him. Hopefully, Steffy would cuss him out, which I don't have very much faith in.
Yeah, that would be good too. That part, or like I would also, even if they don't go the bad guy route, go the other route where he come up there charging up at Spencer's to come talk to Liam, and then he stand right by that door and overhear them talking about them kisses. Ooh wee, he gonna blow his top.
Just as long as the end result is him physically harming Liam. That's what I need to see.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. What would be your route, Trish?
I honestly, I have to say, I do agree with Keisha, although your scenario is quite nice as well. I read somewhere where something said that Hope found out about it, and she goes and blasts Steffy about it.
Really?
But then they decided, I read that as I can't remember where I read it. I don't know if it was like a hopeful or this is going to happen, but I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. I mean, I really think they're going to come to blows over all this. Those two are both ready to explode at each other.
Yes. I need to see it.
She said I need to see it.
I don't know why, but I like seeing Finn get worked up. I like seeing him angry because he's such a mild-mannered character, and like Liam called him Mr. What did he say? Dr. Do-Good?
Dr. Do-Gooder Finnegan or something like that.
Yeah. So when Finn gets, like when he was arguing with Steffy, like when he raises his voice, I like that side of Finn.
Yeah, because we never see it. He always was so passive. You know what I mean?
And so, it brings him to life. It gives him a spark of passion about something.
Yeah, because he told Steffy, I don't ever want him in this house. And Steffy turned around and said, you ain't got to worry about that. I was like, oh, man. Because when she said that, I'm like, okay, what are we doing, Steffy? What, you about to throw him out?
Right.
She was like, you ain't got to worry about that. Oh, Dr. Right. Do No Wrong Finnegan. That's what it's called.
Dr. Do No Wrong Finnegan, yes.
Yeah, he's jealous. You know, Liam has a history of being a waffle boy, you know, and running into trees, passing out, being chased by people. Did you see the videos on that?
I saw somebody post a video of all the it was like the caption said something about like he's gonna protect Steffy, like question mark, and then it shows the scene where Steffy like pushes him out of the way and shoots Sheila. It shows when Stephanie was like chasing him around the house, like hitting him in the head. I think that was after she found out he was the one that set Steffy up.
Oh yeah.
When she got fired.
That's funny.
I forget what. I think when Bill punched him in the face and he fell back on the floor.
You know what? I actually have both those videos on my Instagram. It is hilarious. I mean, it's like, Liam, I'm going to protect you. And it's like, dude, you can't protect your forehead from a tree.
Right. Somebody else did a video I saw on Instagram. It was like a bunch of different scenes with him and Douglas. Mm-hmm. And in every Douglas is like, you're cool, but I really want to hang out with my dad, or my dad's really cool, or basically him talking about Thomas and how awesome his dad is.
Y'all, when Bill punched him that time, his head went back like a Pez dispenser.
Did you say a Pez dispenser?
A Pez, just those candy. That Pez
I know. It's funny that you said it.
It flopped back, man. I thought it was going to break his neck.
You know, yeah, so could you imagine? I mean, Finn is taller than him, too. It's like, I don't know, that man might pull out a couple of scalpels or something. You better leave that doctor alone. you end up on a on the operating table. Shoot.
I am though. After this year, I'm excited to see who all gets nominated for something because between the Thopes scenario, with Hope and how well Annika has done her scenes over the past few weeks, especially the scenes between her and Brooke in Thomas's house, and the scenes between her and Liam, and even Scott Clifton, as annoying as Liam is, like when it came to that breakup with him and Hope, like all of his scenes as well, they did some really good acting.
Yeah, they had a lot. I would hope that they get nominated for a lot of Emmys this next upcoming year. You know, because they had some incredible scenes this summer.
Yeah,
incredible. It's something else. Oh, Kelly. Let me tell you something. Kelly tell the business. Kelly went up in there and like, it wasn't Lee. It was Sheila.
Oh, guess what, Mommy? I almost drowned and Finn's mom saved me.
Girl, listen, Kelly ain't holding no tongues. She's like, look, y'all want to know what happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. Finn's mom saved me, and it wasn't Lee, it was Sheila.
Yeah, the look on Steffi's face was just priceless.
Right. Finn didn't have a chance.
No.
If he wanted to lie about it, he couldn't have.
No. It like you just said, Keisha, if he wanted to be like, well, I ain't gonna bring it up, you know. Kelly had a whole nother plan.
Right.
But she is too cute.
She is, and so is the little boy playing Hayes.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys follow the I forgot her name. I think is it Anastasia, her real name, the girl that plays Kelly. Her and her mom have an Instagram together, and they do all these inspirational videos. And just as bubbly as she is on The Bold and the Beautiful, she is the same way every day. And they do these little fun, like, inspirational quotes or poems and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I think I shared a couple of them to my story. But that little girl right there, she is a great actress.
She is, yeah.
All those kids are so cute.
What the heck is Beth though? Invisibeth.
She's in Time Out.
She in what?
She's in Time Out.
Girl, we haven't seen Invisibeth since Christmas.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I'm pretty sure it's been since Christmas.
Yeah, Flame On said kids be telling all your business. Oh my God, that is so true. But yeah, we ain't seen nothing about Beth. I mean, it's like where is Douglas? They at camp or something?
Yeah, I think they're still at camp.
Shoot, school start back pretty soon. Hope gonna have to look for somebody to watch their kid when she go on her little packing her little overnight bags to go see Thomas.
Right.
I feel like Donna and Eric are the built-in baby. The kids always be with them.
That's the designated babysitter.
Pretty much.
Mom, where you going? Well, just go hang out with your Aunt Donna. I'll be back in the morning. Be good. They got a bunch of snacks and TV for you to watch. Shoot. Yeah, so a bunch of people saying summer camp. Yeah, Beth and Douglas are at summer camp. Yeah, but we don't even Liam even talk about Beth? All he talked about Beth is when it came to Thomas keeping Beth away from them.
Yeah.
I can't
remember the time I heard him say Beth's name.
I still want to I want to know how Liam is going to react about Thomas sleeping with Hope. Even though I know they're not together, but Waffle Boy tends to dibble and dabble in his ex's lives.
Yeah, I mean, do you think he like already has a feeling or knows, or do you think he's thinking that it's just been the kisses and Hope's just doing her thing?
I mean, he's already assuming that she wants to be with Thomas, so I would think that he would just automatically know
right?
that's happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess. I mean, but the thing is, he still don't like Thomas, whether she's sleeping with him or not. So, is he gonna have a problem? If you got a problem with Finn being around Kelly, are you gonna have a problem with Thomas being around Beth?
Mm-hmm.
He got a whole sets of problems. Go ahead, Keisha.
Yeah, I was gonna say I expected him to bring that up to her that day they signed those divorce papers, but yeah, I mean he hasn't said anything about it.
Nope. Where is Felon Flo? Everybody keep asking about Flo. Where is she? Did Wyatt mention anything about them breaking up or anything?
Not a word.
Not anything.
Damn.
It's a dangling participle.
I'm just assuming that Flo is no longer in the picture.
Yeah, because he don't never bring her up.
No, they talked about the wedding. Nothing.
But hey, at least Keisha, he didn't wear a purple suit this week. He had on a gray suit.
Boy didn't have a purple suit on this week.
What'd you say?
I was telling Bree, your boy didn't have a purple suit on this week.
I know. Oh man.
That's too funny.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So Joan and Grace Scavenge says, I guess the actor, the little boy that plays Douglas, got hurt and broke his arm. He showed his arm in a cast. He hurt it in gymnastics. That wasn't written into the show, but he's getting better. Okay.
Right.
Gotcha. Well, at least he's doing better. He, hurt his arm. Melissa said Flo and her mama went back to Vegas with Quinn. I don't remember that in the storyline. Do you?
No, I remember hearing them. Well, of course, when Quinn and Carter broke up, I remember her mom going back to Vegas, but I didn't remember her mentioning anything about Flo going with them.
Yeah, it's just like they just don't mention it. We see Wyatt lately all the time, but he never mentioned, oh yeah, I'm going home with Flo, we're gonna have dinner, or Flo is waiting for me at home. He never says anything about it.
Maybe we just missed when the one time that he talked about their breakup or her moving away or something. I don't know.
And then the other thing is, if they do get rid of Flo, we need a woman for him. We need one. Well, it look like we're gonna need one for Finn too. Even though I know you were hoping that they get back together.
Finn's woman is there. Steffy.
Does Steffi know that though?
She'll figure it out eventually. She'll come back around.
Girl, well, I hope for you. I hope.
They had Thomas was single for how many years on this show? Liam can be by himself for a while.
Right.
Keisha, now with them giving us that whole montage of everything that happened with Steffi and Liam today, you know what that means.
Look, it might happen for a couple weeks, maybe a month, but she'll find her way back to Finn.
I guess we'll have to see, girl, because I don't blame me. I don't want another we finally, like we was talking, we finally got that picture off the wall.
Right.
And then they happened to show the picture of Finn and Steffi on the wall today. When she said she was leaving, then they put the camera on the picture of them. Yeah, I know.
Bring out that dreaded picture.
Girl. Yep. That picture, it took forever to get that picture off the wall.
Yes, it did.
Hopefully, since Finn is still in the house, he burns the picture.
That's what we can hope for. Shoot. Okay. Did we cover everything?
Pretty sure we did.
Okay.
We did.
We did. We covered a lot. Alright, so y'all ready to do y'all flip the script and who's taking some seats?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Alright, so for those that are new in the comment section, because I see some new faces in there, the flip the script segment is if there's a particular scene or storyline that we wish we could change, this is where we flip the script. Alright, so what do you guys, whoever want to go first for the Young and the Restless?
I'll go first. My Wyatt R flip is the moment that Ashley told Tucker that she was done with the plotting against Diane, that he just went to Phyllis and said, you know what, here's the EMT, go ahead, give him a call, have him come back to town. We're not going to hold this over your head anymore. And just washed his hands of the whole Phyllis thing.
Okay. What you got, Trish?
I think for Y&R, I think when Diane and Jack did wind up getting married, and Ashley started talking about, being done with it, I wish she would just be done with it.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm sick of it. It's like, I can't stand Diane and Jack being happy together, but they're happy together. So just let them do what we all said they should do, and just let them self-implode. It'll happen in time. Just go live your life, because you're making yourself miserable. And that kind of anger and hate really, really makes a person ugly. And I love Ashley's character, and I don't want her to be that. So that's what I would change.
Yeah, she's been unbearable lately.
Who, Ashley? Yeah. My flip the script is when Sharon showed up, Chance should have told her, look, you had your chance at lunch. Me and Summer are about to eat.
Man, you're going all in. That is awesome.
I'm going to go all in on that one. She comes showing up, so, oh, what is this? Don't worry about it. I told you to have lunch with me. You was busy with Adam and Nicholas, so I'm having lunch with Summer. I'll holler at you later. Oh, my goodness. What y'all got for bold?
So my bold flip is, even though Steffy left the house, I need her to, maybe she'll still do it. I have faith. I need her to tell Liam that this means nothing when it comes to their relationship. They're still just co-parents. Ain't nothing romantic happening. And tell him to back off.
Okay. What you got, Trish?
For bold, I mean, the only reason that Sheila should show up at this point is if she's going to go off the cliff at high tide.
Oh, Lord.
That's just the only reason that I need to see Sheila Carter. That will be my flip the script until it happens.
You are hilarious.
But then my real flip the script for this week is going to be probably, I think when Steffy found out it was Sheila, I wish that she would have said, yes, I can be grateful that Sheila saved my daughter's life, but I'm not going to thank her in person. She's not welcome here. We're not having anything to do with her. And handled it like, I wish she hadn't left.
Yeah.
I wish she hadn't walked out.
I agree with you on that one. I've been saying that. I mean, they don't have to be BFFs, but at least say thank you. It's just, I mean, that's it. You can be mad at Finn. He turned the back on him, the whole courtroom thing. But yeah, at least say thanks. I appreciate it, but we're not gonna be friends. My flip the script for bold is let's extract the Brooke and Ridge scene at the beginning of this week as if it never happened.
Yes.
We don't need a repeat of that nonsense. I'm sorry, Bridge fans, but now.
I definitely agree with that.
Okay. Let me see. It's a bunch of them in this. Oh, Ron said you still in denial, Keisha.
What about Steffy and Finn?
About he said Keisha is still in denial. Belle is putting her in Liam's orbit again. I don't know what that means. Maybe you understand what he's trying to say.
It's temporary. It's not gonna last. She'll make her way back to him.
Oh Lord. All right, so Jenna took my flip the script about Y&R with Sharon, Chance, and Summer. Yeah, that was a good one. No. Mary says Chance and Sharon is no more. That's the flip. Y&R for LaShanta. Kyle would have filed for divorce. Shabrita says Steffy and Liam need to take seats. Now we haven't got to that part yet, but it's there. Flame On said flip the script, take Audra out of this storyline with Tucker. That was interesting. I gotta say that for the whole underage situation with statutory, that to have Audra help cover that up as a woman, that was interesting.
Yeah, but it doesn't surprise me coming from someone like Audra.
Right.
Yeah.
Self-serve.
Yeah, that's true.
She doesn't seem like a woman's woman.
She's definitely not. She would not have your back.
Yeah.
Bree says flip the script Y&R when Nick and Sharon questions Adam's capabilities. I wish Adam would tell Temp to hire Nick and stay serving lattes Sharon to check his resume and walk off. That's a good one.
So Adam said something I don't know if it was today or yesterday. When he told Phyllis that he owned, or was it Phyllis that he was talking to when he said that he owns a Dustus? Mm-hmm. Does he own it? I thought Victor owned it, and Victor was just letting him run.
Girl, who knows with Victor? One day Adam owned it, the next day he's saying that you gotta be under my expert tutelage. So I don't know.
I feel like this guy, that has to be Victor, because Victor is basically telling him what to do with that company.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think he turned it over to Adam.
Yep. Jenna says I would also like to see Adam tell Sharon to stop preaching to him. Delmonica said Chance sees his dilemma with Sharon and Summer. Mary says flip the script, no more Tucker and Ashley. Bree says for Bold, instead of Finn crying to Lee, I think Finn should have popped up on Liam at his job and put him in his place immediately. I agree with that, Bree. Yeah. LaShanta, what you say?
I said it's coming.
It's coming. LaShanta flipped the script as Finn kept his promise to Steffy. Ron says my flip the script for Bum. Mary said flip the script, Sheila get her own apartment. The question is, where's she gonna stay at? Because I know she's trying to stay with Deacon, right?
Yeah. Because Deacon told her she needed to find somewhere else to go.
Mm-hmm. And then she gave him some cookies, and then he like, what? You stay here? Oh, okay.
And didn't she tell Deacon that she's got money?
Girl, she been talking about all that money last year, remember?
Yeah.
Girl, mm-hmm.
Girl, an apartment.
She probably lied. Exactly. Bree says
find an apartment in Timbuktu.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, her and her 9 toes. Bree says for Bold, Eric kick all of his kids, grandkids, and great grandkids out of his house. He need to tell his family don't use his house like the GCAC.
I think it's him and Donna there now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, until Steffy moved in, of course, but Rich moved back in.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Stop using his house like the GCAC. That is too funny. Flame On.
She would go move in with her mom.
Who?
You would think if anything, she would go move in with her mom and not her grandfather.
Oh no, it's by the beach.
Wait a minute. Does she still have that house?
I'm assuming so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's by the beach. Flame On says my flip on Bo would be leaving Finn unalived. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh
Why?
no.
Oh my.
Yeah,
I haven't
that's
heard anybody talk negatively about Finn.
yeah. There's some people that are not happy about what has happened this week with Finn. I've seen the comments.
I mean, I'm disappointed in him when it comes to the Sheila thing, but he's still one of my faves. Like, I'm gonna defend him before I defend anybody else, any other man on the show.
Gotcha. Yeah, cause he's a good dude. You know, I mean, besides like him trying to sort out this Sheila thing. Otherwise, he's a doctor. You know, he has a good heart. You know what I mean? So, Ron says my flip for bold is Finn walking in on his mother and Deacon getting it on. Oh my God, he would have lost his mind. Delmonica says Butters Liam, because that's his name. A lot of people on Facebook call him Butters.
Butters?
Yeah, Butters.
It's a character in South Park.
Liam let go of Steffy and let her stay with Finn and apologize for what she said to him about Sheila. Oh, Delmonica wants this whole thing to be forgiven. Okay.
Ooh, no.
Ron says my flip would have been took matters into her own hands. Pew pew at Sheila because she's jealous of their closeness. Daisy is like saying, I hope Finn confront that backstab. Oh, confront. I hope Finn confront that backstabbing Liam. Liam was so concerned about Hope and Thomas. Now Liam is head over heels for Steffi. Once Jacqueline have a baby, Liam will be out in the cold. That depends on if she already pre-recorded enough episodes to last her through the maternity leave. Because some of the actresses tend to do that too. So we'll have to see how they play that out. Brooklyn says Y&R Audra was the victim and Tucker helped her. That would have been a little bit of a switch. But it wouldn't have been any leverage though. That made him look like the good guy.
Yeah.
And how old is she? How long ago would this have had to happen?
Yeah, exactly. Mary says Phyllis admits that she needs to own up to her mistakes. It's her flip. Flip the script, Ron. Sheila go to the police and have Steffi arrested for shooting her. Dang, that's going back to 2017. Let's see.
Where's your witness?
Yeah, it was because Liam ain't gonna say nothing.
Neither will Eric.
Right. Let's see. Kim says I would like to see the Logan women go down and go to the poorhouse. Okay. Earl Rogers, it was too easy for Steffi to leave Finn on a subconscious level. I think she wants Liam back. Alright. You ready? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Delmonica said they call him Butters because he always let things slip through his hands.
Liam?
That's what they say they call him Butters for. Because Liam always let women slip through his hands, I guess. All right, who y'all got taking seats?
On Y&R, Phyllis.
Who?
And I'll give Nick a seat because I didn't like the way he kind of went off on Adam. I thought that was unnecessary. And then Tucker and Ashley.
Okay.
And you can throw Diane and Jack in there too because they've been getting on my nerves for the last however many months.
Okay. What you got, Trish?
Definitely everybody you said. Throw Nate in there. Nate needs to take a seat. And as far as like a good seat, man, Nikki can take a throne because she let him have it. That was awesome.
You might as well say Elena too if you want to give her one.
Oh, another throne. Yes, Elena gets a throne as well. That was so good. So yeah, that's my take a seats for Y&R. My take a seat was for Y&R
would have been, of course, Ashley. Because when her daughter was helping her with that wedding, she was like, what wedding? Well, oh, yeah, that wedding. It's like, girl,
Yeah.
you playing games. And Tucker likes that woman. He likes her. You know, and he's doing all of this because he's hoping that they're going to actually truly get married. And she's just using this whole thing as a farce to get to stick it to Jack. Diane, I'm sorry, girlfriend, you gotta take a seat this week because you're using Billy, and Billy is just signing up for it, and Jack ain't saying nothing. He like, yeah, okay, yeah, Billy, you gonna do it? Cool. It's like, you see what's happening right here. So, yeah, I would have them take a seat this week. All right, what y'all got for bold?
Everybody this week can take a seat, other than Lee and Kelly. Everybody else, Steffy, Liam, Finn, Sheila. Who else was on? Ridge and Brooke. I guess Wyatt, I'll give her a break because of the way he called out Liam.
Yeah, Wyatt don't get to take a seat this week. He called them out. Yeah, what you got, Trey?
Oh, wait, I mean, it's all done, right?
Dang,
well, no,
yeah,
I wouldn't tell Sheila to take a seat. I'd tell Sheila to take a couch.
Well, listen, Keisha had a whole list. She took the whole show down and told him to take a seat.
She did, that's right. She knows.
The entire cast. The entire cast minus the kids, Lee and Wyatt.
Right.
Well, I would tell somebody at the hospital reception desk to take a seat because you didn't have. That man was off work. Why are you calling him? And maybe he was on call. I don't know, but what if my thing is? What was he? He wouldn't have been able to take that call if he was out there in the middle of the water surfing.
Why do you go to the beach when you're on call?
Right. Exactly.
He told his assistant or whoever, the nurse, whoever that lady was before he left, that he was leaving, but to call him if anything changes with his patient.
Well, that's on him then.
Yeah, that's his fault.
That's his fault. Why you going surfing on the water and you want to take calls? Yeah, okay. Let me think if I need to give anybody else a seat. That ain't nobody else was on screen this week. Nope. No RJ, no. Well, didn't Carter pop in there? Carter popped in there when Ridge and Brooke was up in there. Briefly.
Being their cheerleader again.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah, so I'll give Carter a seat for trying to push this whole thing with these two.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm over. Oh, why we got to do it? They better not have this big old grand wedding on TV again.
Right. Let's get our families together and have the people who love us together to see us do this again.
I'm pretty sure that little piece of the pie is very slim in the fan base at this point.
I know, right? That kiss, you know what? That kiss between Ridge and Brooke was awkward. Did y'all see it? It was like they was trying to force to kiss each other or something. I'm like,
it looked off time.
It did. It just didn't look cohesive. What were you about to say, Keisha?
No, I was agreeing. It was because we talked about it earlier this week, and I was saying how I felt like when Krista Allen started on this show, it kind of exposed how the lack of chemistry that Thorsten Kaye and Catherine Kelly Lang have. It made it more apparent to me because I feel like Krista Allen and Thorsten Kaye have better chemistry than the two of them.
Right.
Like the writers, the showrunners are just hell bent on forcing a Ridge and Brooke relationship.
Right. I agree with you on that. Hold on. It's a bunch of seats up in here, girl. Hold on. I'm trying to go back. Oh, let me see. Okay. LaShanta said Kyle, Audra, Nate, and Tucker take a seat. Audra and Tucker, flame on. Mary, Nate making excuses, take a seat. Ron says Audrey, Kyle, Ashley, Summer, Nick, Josh Griffin, take a seat. Jenna Corsentino says Tucker should take a seat, and Christine and Ashley and Jack and Diane and Sharon and Nate should take a seat. Flip the script a little bit of Thope. Well, we didn't get no Thope this week. Bree says take a seat, Ashley. She's in a fight with Diane by herself. She's the only one who
Definitely is.
She said that she's the only one who cares to be in this tired and petty fight. Even Phyllis had to stop.
She's exhausted. Ashley's like a dog on a bone, man.
I know, right? Pamela Harris Murphy said, I already said this, but I'm tired of seeing Steffy and the rest. I really hope we get some spoilers of Thope soon. Me too. Yeah. Mary says Ashley and Tucker take a seat. Ron says Nate take a seat. You ain't gonna take over Newman. You ain't no Newman blood. Bree says Y&R Summer. She needs to give Kyle a divorce and move on like Hope did. LaShanta says Finn, Deacon, Sheila, and Hope for bold. TA says Steffi and Liam take a seat because they're self-righteous hypocrites. Jenna says the whole cast except for Finn should take a seat. Nicole says take a seat, everyone except Lee, Kelly, Hayes, and Wyatt. Jenna wants to see the writers take a seat. Mary says Deacon and Sheila. Flame On says seats for Bold and Finn. Ron says Finn, Steffi, Brooke, Ridge, Liam, and Brad Bell take a seat for this wash, rinse, and repeat. Wyatt was on the mark calling Liam out. That is true. Delmonica says Nikki and Elena both can be in royalty, but both put it on to Nate. Elena looked beautiful in her outfit. Nikki always the queen she is. Thrones were a great call for both of them. Okay, so y'all put them on some thrones, didn't you?
Cool.
Keyhole Destiny, yeah, sucks. Yeah, and
so I don't know who it was that said that about hoping that Summer divorces serves Kyle with divorce papers, but I hope she does too before he does. I hope she serves them fast and
yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then Bree says Bold take a seat. Stay stuck on Super yet again, Steffi. You have a gorgeous man and you want to go back to the Land of Lakes for the same watered down commitment. I guess she wanted a man like her father. Oop, drop the mic. Wait a minute, let me see if I got, hold on. I'm gonna do something right quick. Cause that was fire. Hold on 1 second.
That was fire.
That was fire. Hold on 1 second. Come on, slow pokey. Yeah, whatever. Come on. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Oh, there we go. Hold on. No. I'm gonna give an audio for that one. Let's see if I can find the clapping. Dang, where is it? I used to have I'll get some cheering. Nope, I don't see it. Oh, applause. Let's see.
Are you applauding?
There you go. Yeah, that was a good one, Bree. That was fire. I mean, seriously. KKL had more chemistry with Bill than this Ridge. You know what? I agree with that.
Yep.
Give her some stallion. Give her some. Oh, it only you, Jenna. Only you. Trish. Only you. All right, because last week we had a little bit of fun. You weren't here, Trish, for this. With everything you had going on, but we actually did Smash a Pass, and what was the other one we did, Keisha?
Oh crap! I can't remember what the other thing.
Oh, we rated the men.
Oh, rated. Yeah, it was. It was rating
Okay. So we're going to do crossover dates today, and then we'll end the show. Because I wanted to incorporate a little fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to give you one person from, just say, The Young and the Restless. And you can, and with bold, you can go with people that is maybe not on screen right now.
Okay.
But not back to 1987, okay?
Okay.
All right, and Keisha, you can say one too. So I'm gonna pick one person, and then you will say who you would like to cross them over with on the other show as a couple.
Okay.
All right, let's start with Victor.
Oh. I mean, really, Brooke is the only character that I can think of that would be suitable for him.
So you wouldn't have put her with OG Stephanie? I know they ended the character, but would you would have?
Oh, I didn't. I thought we were just doing current characters.
Well, it's not a lot on bold, so that's why I'm trying to open up the door probably to the last maybe 10 years or so.
Yeah, well, I don't even think Stephanie is up his alley. I would say if we're going old school characters, Jackie.
Oh, Maroney.
That is perfect. Or Beth.
Oh yeah, Beth.
Yeah.
That's right, Beth Logan. I could see that for Victor. Okay, cool. What about Nikki?
I can see Nikki and Eric together.
Okay. What about you, Trish?
I think the Logan dad.
Oh,
Steven?
Yeah, Steven.
Steven, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, before Victor, Nikki was grounded and down to earth.
That's true.
She didn't come from money. So if she would have met him first, I think they would have been a perfect couple.
Now, in the comments, somebody said Donna and Victor.
No.
Now that would be like Aaron and Victor. They already tried that.
And then somebody said Nikki and Eric. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So and Jackie Maroney. Yep. All right, let's keep it moving. Jack.
I could see Jack and Ashley.
Ashley.
You're talking about Jack on Y&R. Sorry.
Right.
I actually thought Jack on Bold and Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, man, I don't know.
Jack and Quinn.
No.
That would kind of be another version of Jack and Phyllis.
Yeah. You wouldn't put Jack with Quinn?
No.
I mean, that was a fast no, Trish.
Because Jack just gets to be alone.
Oh, they said Jack and Taylor.
Ooh, no.
No.
She's
what?
Way too good.
I don't see the.
No, man, there's a bunch of people saying Jack and Taylor in the comment section.
Well, those people would be wrong.
Oh, dang. Oh, that's not cool.
I love y'all.
I don't see with their two personality types. I just don't see it there with them.
Even Bree.
It's a no for me.
Yeah, even Bree is like, Bree said Jack and Taylor would be perfect.
Oh, no. Maybe original Taylor, but not the current Taylor.
Right.
Oh, okay. What about Diane? How about Diane and Bill?
No. I would say Diane and Ridge before Diane and Bill.
No, see, I was thinking the dad Maroney.
With Diane?
Yeah, Massimo.
Oh.
Yeah, because she always wants the most money, and he was a magnet, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I could see that. All right, what about Kyle? I say Kyle and Hope.
That'd be boring.
Yeah.
You would put him with Steffi?
Paris.
Oh, Paris. Mm.
I could do that one.
Oh, somebody in the comments said put Diane with Deacon.
They know each other, right?
Yeah, well, Deacon was the one that helped her escape.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't put Kyle with Hope?
No.
To yawner.
Yeah.
Oh, about Kyle and Ivy.
I think that'd be another yawner.
Dang.
I think so too.
Wow. Okay. No Kyle and nobody?
I mean, I would go for Kyle and Paris to see how that would work out. I just feel like Hope and Ivy would be like Trish said, it would just be too boring.
Okay.
But I also don't see him with Steffy either.
Well, Bree said Kyle and Steffy. Okay, summer. This summer, not Hunter King summer. Because I know Wyatt. What do you think? Who said Wyatt? Trish?
Trish.
I like that.
Okay, what about Summer and Liam?
No.
I
would also say Summer and Rick.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I can see that. Summer and Rick. Okay. Audra.
Bill.
Ooh, that would Bill and Audra. Oh my gosh.
That could be diabolically delicious.
I know.
I was gonna say he couldn't handle her.
Wyatt, listen.
I don't think Liam would be able to handle her.
No.
Think Wyatt could, because Wyatt used to be a little fiery himself.
I see her better with Bill.
Yeah, Bill for me.
Oh, Bill and Wyatt. I mean, Bill and Wyatt. Lord. Bill and Audra would
never know.
That's his son.
I forgot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Bill and Audra would be off the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that one. That was a good one, Keish. Okay. Nate.
Steffy.
No. What you got, Trish?
I wouldn't do that to any woman character right now.
Trish.
If it was the old Nate, I would say Katie. But this Nate, he doesn't deserve a woman right now.
TA says Nate and Paris.
Nah.
You're like, nah. Well,
that was too much like Paris and Carter, and I didn't think they meshed.
What about Nate and Donna?
I could see Nate and Donna.
I could see Nate and Donna.
I could totally see that.
Oh, somebody said Nate and Brooke and Nate and Quinn. Brooke.
No,
not Brooke.
No for Trish for me.
But I think Donna is a better pick than those two.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Victoria?
Bill.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bill too.
What about Ridge?
No.
No Ridge with Victoria, but you said Bill, huh?
Maybe Thorne if they brought the good Thorne back.
Yeah, I could see that. Which one? Which Thorne? Thorsten? What Thorsten?
I mean, I'm sorry.
You talking about Ingo Rademacher?
No, Windsor.
Harmon. Okay.
The original Thorne.
Oh, the original Thorne. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I could see Victoria.
Who was your favorite Thorne?
They were both pretty cool to me.
Yeah, they were both cool. That's true. They were both cool.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. So we got in the comments Victoria and Rick, and Victoria and Justin.
I could possibly see Victoria and Rick.
I could possibly see that too.
I don't know about Justin though.
Okay.
Because it would be like her with the current Nate. I just think Nate right now is just going to be the most underhanded, and Justin was underhanded.
Yeah. Okay. How about Nicholas?
Steffy.
Dang. Y'all said it at the same time.
We're in concert.
Okay, so you would think Nick and Steffi?
Yeah.
Yep. No Nick and Hope?
No.
Oh, Yawner.
Yawner? Okay. Nick and Quinn?
Ooh. She would chew him up and spit him out.
I mean, I don't know. He can handle Phyllis.
He would like it though.
Yeah, he would definitely like it. Nick, there's comments in the comment section. Nick and Hope, and then somebody said Nick by himself. Okay, then we have the dark, sexy Adam.
Hope.
You would put Adam with Hope. You know what? Because you're trying to get that dope energy, aren't you?
Yep. She needs a partner that has some spark to them. Otherwise, he's boring.
Well, TA said Adam and Steffi.
I mean, they would be good together too.
That would work for me too, yeah.
Somebody else said Adam and Bridget.
Nah.
Adam and Bridget.
You know what? I could see the Hope thing. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I wouldn't mind that one either.
Yeah, I could see the Hope thing because I think Adam is a little bit darker than Thomas though.
Yeah.
And cause he would bring the fire out of Hope.
Yeah, I agree.
I could see that. Okay. Who else we got on that side? Oh, Tucker. Brooke.
I was gonna say Quinn.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see him with them.
I think they would be attracted to each other.
Somebody said Audra and Ashlyn Locke. Oh no. Somebody said who would you match up with Sheila? Ian Ward.
The rock at the bottom of the cliff.
Shut up. Trish is funny. Listen.
If we had to pick somebody for Sheila, I would say I would go Jack.
Jack who?
On Wyatt.
Jack Abbott and Sheila Carter?
Yep.
Oh no, I can't. I mean, you could put Sheila with Ashlyn Locke. You can put her with Ian Ward. You can put him with Cameron Kirsten.
Well, he ain't here anymore. Neither is Ashley.
Well, I mean, we were talking about people, whether they're in the last 10 years. But, I mean, they're all villains. They could work very well together. Bree says Sheila and Victor.
Ew.
Oh.
Don't do that to Vic.
Bree also said Tucker and Taylor.
Oh, they have really good chemistry.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, because they both is like silly and whimsical. Well, she's whimsical and he's just a comedian. Somebody, Duran says Sally and Liam. We've had that already. Kind of, sort of, in a roundabout way.
Yeah, but it was never like... They never really, like, went there with him.
Okay, what about Chance?
Donna.
Chance and Donna?
Well, I don't know.
I say Chance and Bridget.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That'll
I
work.
can see that.
That'll work. What
Or
about,
Nicole.
huh?
I said or Nicole.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Nicole. Yeah, I liked
Mm-hmm.
her.
What about Phyllis?
Bill.
Ridge?
I'd say Ridge.
I could see Ridge.
You know who else might?
Either
Nicole will also be good with Kyle.
Who?
Who would?
Nicole.
Oh, okay.
I think it would be good with Kyle. But
What?
yeah, I think Ridge would be that'd be interesting to watch.
Brooklyn said JT and Flo.
Yes.
Ron Julian said Phyllis is for the streets. Oh my goodness.
Watch out, she'll roll over you.
Mm-hmm. What about Daniel? Oh no, Daniel.
Ivy.
Who? Ivy?
Ivy.
Yeah, I can see that. Dang, did we cross over everybody from Young?
Lauren. What about Lauren?
Lauren has crossed over the bowl a couple of times.
She has.
She was with, was it Ridge?
I think her and Ashley both dated Ridge.
Right. They were both crossed over. Somebody, they saying Daniel and Zoe, Daniel and Hope, and Daniel and Maya.
Daniel and Zoe.
Daniel and Zoe?
That would be my top pick out of those, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about Lily?
Fan.
I'd say Rick.
And see, I'd say Wyatt.
Lily and Wyatt, huh? I could see that. What do you think, Keish?
I don't know. For some reason, I can't see that.
Now, Ron said Carter and Lauren.
I don't. Not for me.
You said I don't see that one. Okay. Alright. I think, I'm trying to think, are we missing anybody?
Mariah?
Who would you put Mariah with? Somebody said Daniel and Phoebe and Lily and Finn.
Oh, Phoebe.
I forgot about Phoebe.
Yeah, we forgot about Phoebe. It's obvious some of these characters need to switch shows. I agree with that. It'd be nice if you, especially Bill and Audra. Oh my gosh.
I know. I wish they would do more crossover episodes.
I know. That would be great. Oh my goodness.
Just blend the whole thing. Just make it an hour.
Make it 2 hours.
Make it 2 hours. Right. Like, just blend it.
You already got an hour and a half. Why not throw 30 minutes of it and mix everything? And then you just film back in LA and then back in General City and then meanwhile in LA. You know what I mean? Yeah, that would be cool. What about Wyatt and Audra? She is stupid.
That would be a bad pairing.
Bree said Carter and Bree.
Bree is speaking it into existence, honey.
I know. That girl love her some Carter. Yep. So, oh my goodness. Now, Keisha, if you had to pick your guy from the show, who would it be?
From either show or one from each?
You can do whatever. You can do one or one from each.
So Bold and Beautiful, it would be Thomas.
All right, go ahead.
And Young and the Restless, it would be Nick.
Nicholas. Okay. All right, what about you, Trish, if you want to?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? So on bold, it would be Bill. And on Y&R, sorry, Keish, but I'm going to take Nick.
Look, I don't blame
Oh my gosh, y'all are so funny. You know what? We forgot to do Devon and Abby.
Abby and Wyatt.
Mm.
And Devon and Katie.
Oh no.
Boring.
Yeah, I don't see the chemistry there. How about Devon and Paris?
Yes.
No.
No, you don't think so? Why not? She would bring it out of him.
He seems so much older. Paris still feels like a really young, like early 19, 20-year-old woman.
Oh.
She's a college graduate though.
What'd you say?
She's got advanced degrees.
I know. She just looks
young. She's lucky.
Yeah, she just looks so young.
Hey, what do y'all?
I would say I wouldn't mind seeing Devon with somebody like Steffy. Because I liked him when he was with Hillary. Because Hillary was so, like, she had that
gung-ho. Yeah. Do it. Yeah.
Energy behind her.
I could see that.
Well, listen, they got Wyatt and Elena.
I wouldn't mind that. You know, we ain't shipped Liam with anybody.
I thought we weren't going to do that to any women.
Then they also got Charlie and Esther.
Charlie and Esther.
Okay.
All right.
And then Bree says also besides Carter is Chance and Bree. We got Devon and Amber, Abby and Ridge, Abby and Wyatt, Devon by himself. TA said Devon is low energy.
That's why I need somebody like Steffy.
Yeah.
Brooklyn says Nick and Bill for her. I guess as her guys that she want. Abby and Wyatt. Bree says on bold Thomas, Finn, and Carter for her. And Young and the Restless, Nate, Adam, and Chance for her.
And Carter. I agree with Bree's picks. I didn't know we could pick multiple. Every single Bree's picks are what I would also choose.
Yeah, I was trying not to be selfish.
Listen, Brooklyn also said Devon and Flo.
Okay.
And then Liam and Victoria.
I can actually see Liam and Victoria.
Victoria, man, she'll end up taking Spencer from him.
Don't you know it?
Victoria is about trying to make her some money.
Yeah, the rest of it's just a side benefit.
Exactly. She'll have. You remember that picture where Steffy was crawling on her knees with Liam walking away? That would be Victoria walking away with Liam crawling on his knees.
Right.
If I had to pick one person on The Young and the Restless, it would be Adam. I love me some Adam.
Yeah.
On bold, oh no, I can't say Thomas. Probably Justin. Yeah.
I always forget about Justin.
Yeah, because
he hasn't been on in a while, but when he's on, I love when he's on.
See, I can't say Carter because I know Bree is going to have my head, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave Carter to her. But, yeah, so. All right, you guys, it is officially 10 o'clock my time, which is probably 11 where you are, Keisha.
Yes, ma'am.
On the East Coast of the Eastern Time Zone.
I'm in the CST too.
Yeah, I'm in the CST as well. So yeah, the early spoilers are already out. I posted them this morning. I kind of dropped some spoiler alerts with the blackmail of Adam trying to get Newman Media the face off between Liam and Finnegan and Do-Gooder Finnegan, and yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going on next week. There's this other spoiler, something about Hope and Brooke have different ideas of what the future is going to look like. And it's like, yeah, because Brooke wants your future to be with Liam, and that ain't happening. Not right now.
Right?
What you say? What you say?
I just said right.
Yeah, so. Alright, you guys, you got anything else, Keisha and Trish?
No, ma'am.
No?
Have
Okay.
a great weekend.
Yep, everybody have a great weekend. Stay tuned for the full spoilers for the week of the 7th of August through August. Man, we getting ready to go in the fall. I remember when we were saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Oh, no.
Man, it'll be September next month. Oh my God, time is just flying. It'll be cold, winter. Well, at least up here. I don't know about you, for you, Trish.
Well, it was 100 today with the heat index. I think it was 112 at the highest point, or 110, something crazy like that. So, I wouldn't mind, 85 degrees, 82 degrees. It would be great. I'm actually this year looking forward to fall, and I am normally a spring summer.
Yeah,
This heat has got me.
Yeah, it's a different type of heat for summer. I don't know if the ozone layer is getting too thin or whatever it is,
I don't know.
but this is 95 feels. What you say, Keisha?
It's actually been unseasonably cool here in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Today 9, but like last week, the last couple of weeks, it's been like very mild.
Oh, wow.
I could have my windows open. I didn't need my AC.
Oh, dang. Okay. Cool. All right.
My AC has been off.
Yeah, well, it's been hot up here. It was like 90 something the last couple of days. So obviously it's avoiding coming your way, Keisha. Some kind of way. It's definitely hitting a wall somewhere. All right, so I will chat with you guys later and have a great weekend. Bye.
Well, you too. Bye.
Bye.